Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Closer.
Literally. Literally.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Come on, get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
You
Rabbits
better
in
get
the
it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
Get
in
it
the
together.
house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
You
in
better
the
get it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get together.
Rabbits in the house.
Literally.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Closer.
Literally. Literally.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Shout out to the chat.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your
Finally.
friends close, but your enemies closer.
All right, all right, all right. We good. We good to go. We good to go. Shout out to the chat. God damn it.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Oh shit. Hold on. No, we're not. Actually, I think maybe I'll fix it.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits.
Maybe I'll fix it.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Shout out to the chat.
Closer.
Literally. Literally.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Trying to figure this out. Oh, I think I did it. All right, I think I did it.
Rabbits.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't already. All right, all right. We in the intro now.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Come on, get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
You
Rabbits
better
in
get
the
it together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
Get
in
it
the
together.
house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
You
in
better
the
get it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Closer.
Lyric. Lyric.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Come on, get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
You
Rabbits
better
in
get
the
it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
Get
in
it
the
together.
house. Rabbits in the house.
I think it worked. I think it worked. By the way, I think it worked. I think it worked, man. Finally. All right, man. Mess with all this new shit. Fucking with all this new shit. Not supposed to be cursing like that. I got chill. I got you. I got you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. I got it. We on Tiffany Henyard, man. We gotta finish. Gotta finish what we started, man. I know I take forever. But I'm back. I'm back. Tiffany Henyard it is. Dolton Trustees it is. We gotta finish what we started, as well as on the Crime Network. I'll be there. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't already. We gonna get this started, man, because I ain't got time to waste. So we continuing where we left off. The last place we was April 18th, I believe, 2022. We back in time. Back to the future. We are back to the future as usual when it comes to the Tiffany Henyard stuff because we ain't get to the future yet and I could procrastinate. But we back. So, moving forward, we are on May 2nd, 2022, and that's where we started from, and that's where we want to continue from, so we can continue these Tiffany Henyard. Where did she go wrong, man? How did she end up falling from grace? How did the super mayor become not so super mayor anymore? Interesting turn of events. I was rooting for her in the beginning, but the behavior seems the behavior only gotten worse. That's the most I could say. The behavior only gotten worse. So as we moving on, checking out this behavior. It's all about behavior. This is May 2nd, 2022. Regular board meeting. You know what I mean? It's a lot of tension still, but we want to see how it's gonna go. Everybody's off of the being on the inside and not being able to talk to anybody in 6 feet. Still COVID, but yeah, people get to be indoors now together. So this is the time period. So this is when it starts getting kind of heated up. You know, when people face to face, calling people out, they in the crowd. Yeah. Lots going on. Lots going on. Shout out to the chat. Let me make sure it's all working. Yeah.
All right. If Pastor Fletchman will come up, lead us in prayer.
That's the Fleshman with the prayer.
Gracious and eternal, first of all, we thank you. God, thank you for another opportunity to gather. Thank you for another opportunity in the land of the living. God, we pray tonight that a spirit of unity will fall in this place. God, we pray tonight that every believer that is here tonight will take their proper position in prayer, warring for that unity. Now, God, I just pray that we give free reign for you to move as you desire. Speak, God, through your people. Allow us to speak from our hearts. God, allow us to share freely. God, allow the board and the mayor to share freely one with another. But God, we pray tonight that unity will manifest. God, we give you the glory, honor, and the praise. In Christ Jesus' name, Yeshua, amen.
Amen.
See, they always lead with prayer. I mean,
All
they
right.
always
Next
lead
on the
with
agenda,
prayer.
we have general announcements.
They don't stop no arguments though. They don't stop none of the nonsense, but they always lead with prayer though. I gotta say that.
Board of Trustees, do you have any announcements this evening?
Yes, may I be recognized?
Sure. Go ahead, Trustee.
Good evening, everyone. Good to see everyone this evening. I want to announce, of course, I'm having the multiple sclerosis walk, MS walk in Dolton, May 14th. I'm inviting everybody out. My family's coming. I got a lot of friends coming. It's going to be a good walk. The MS Society is helping me. It's just a time for us to come together as a village for a good cause. There's a lot of people who suffer from autoimmune diseases, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. There's a lot of people who suffer from in silence because you don't know. if they're not crippled, you may see them walk with a cane or something like that, or limp. But there's a lot of people suffer from it. So I'm asking people, May 14th at the Park District, 9:30 to about 12, 1 o'clock. There's going to be some speakers, some doctors, people who are going through it, some people who recently got diagnosed. And there's going to be some food and some dancing and stuff like this. We'll have a good time. So please come out May 14th at the Park District. It's the MS Walk, the first annual MS Walk, because it's going to go on every year here in Dolton. Thank you.
Right. Anyone else?
Mayor, may I be recognized?
Yes, go ahead.
I would like to invite the community. Our Grand Lodge across the street at 14141 Martin Luther King Drive is having a Mother's Day event on Saturday. That's May 7th from 11:30 to 2 p.m. It's a Mother's Day brunch. So all the ladies, if you're not doing anything or having plans, we're having a pre-Mother's Day event across the street, 14141 Martin Luther King Drive from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Thank you.
Right. Anyone else?
Mayor, may I be recognized?
Yes, go ahead.
I'd just like to invite everyone out to karaoke night with the trustees, May 20th, 2022, at the Lester Loan Building at 6:30 p.m. We'd love for all the residents to come out and sing with us. Thank you.
Right. Anyone else have announcements? All right. Next on the agenda is Village Clerk's report. Clerk, you have the floor. All right.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to turn the light off. Lights on, excuse me. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I would like the board to approve the minutes for regular board meeting date April the 4th and a special board meeting date April the 18th.
All right. Do you have anything else for your report? Or that's it?
Just for the minutes.
Just for
I'll do the minutes first.
Okay. Can I have approval to approve regular board meeting for April 4th, 2022 and special board meeting April 18th, 2022?
So moved.
It's been motion. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion second. Call the roll.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Home?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Motion passed. And just very briefly,
Everybody
I would
in
like
the-
to
everybody in the
reiterate
room,
the hours
okay.
of the clerk's office.
Hey, we got Belcher in the room. We got everybody in the room today. Everybody in the room.
Office is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. You feel free to call us at any time. We are available to assist you whenever you need us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And for those that's in the back, we do have some more chairs right here to my left. If anybody need a chair, there's some more chairs up here to my left. Next on the agenda is Village Administrator's Report. Chief, you have the floor.
Okay, so we currently have completed our collective bargaining negotiations with the patrol officers, and we are awaiting approval. We are in negotiations right now with ASNY for our public works department, as well as our housing and our water departments. We have yet to set a date to start collecting bargaining with the fire department. Are working on completing reports for new ARPA opportunities. That's the American Rescue Plan Act, and we have the IEPA loan. We may be able to increase our forgiveness from $400,000 to $800,000. That's on a $2 million loan to get new water meters installed in the village, as well as a bridge loan to complete the rest of the project, which is about $3.7 million, and then refinance our bonds to a lower interest rate. So we're working on that with Ms. Miller, as well as Kasperic and our village attorney, James Vaselli. Also, we are working on some summer job opportunities with the IDNR, the Illinois Department of Natural Resources. So if you know some kids that need a job this summer, please reach out to my office, contact me or Ms. Medina, and we will be happy to put your child on the list. That'll end my report there.
All right. Thank you. Next, we have the engineer's report. Ron.
Just a couple of items on my report. The first item is the CDBG grant. We're awarded $220,000 for street resurfacing. I coordinated with the clerk. We have bids that will be due on Monday, May 16th, and the streets we will be paving are Irving, 148 to 149, Evans, 149 to Sibley, Jackson, 144th to Pennsylvania Avenue, 148th, Woodlawn to Kimbark, and Caston Drive, Woodlawn Avenue to Dorchester. So we plan on having construction bids due May 16th. Construction will start in June. Also, construction will start in June on the $700,000 alley resurfacing project we're doing. And like the village administrator mentioned earlier, we have a tentative bid date to advertise for bids in July for the water meter replacement project. That's all I have this evening there.
All right. Thank you. Next, we have committee reports. First is police. Trustee Holmes.
Good evening, board members. Good evening, residents. First, we'll start with the old sign that was in front of the Dolton Police Station. That sign was torn down last week. So our new marquee sign is currently being constructed, and we'll replace it. Also, at the same time, I'd like to take my hats off to Pat Kerr and Steve Curry. They have put in there for their retirement. So we are still in the process of looking for new recruits, male and female. So go online and apply. My pet peeve is just trying to be proactive and get more females. We have a lot of males. I have nothing against the males, but we have to enhance the quality of life both ways. Also, we don't have many carjackings here in the village of Dolton, but I advise you not to let your guards down. I don't care where you're at. In front of your house, coming out, going to work, don't let your guards down at all. I'm going to be talking to and outside agency to work with the chief and Dolton Police Department. I'm asking the residents, you have any seniors that are in some of these living facilities or in some of these senior homes, and they're being taken advantage not only by friends but by family members as far as their income is concerned? Getting a lot of complaints about their income. You know, it's enough that they don't have family members to come and see them when they're in some of these senior facilities, whether they're in Dolton or not in Dolton. But it's a shame when it's a relative that's taking advantage of their income. So if you have that, please contact us or contact me. You can contact me on my personal number, 773-407-9460. In and out of the stores here or the food facilities, just please stay alert. Please stay alert. And as I stated, we don't have many, but it can happen. I'll be talking with meeting with the chief. We're going to get a date this month. I did receive a donation of gun locks, waiting on just one more shipment, but we will send that information out and let you know where you can come in and just pick up your gun lock just in case you don't have a safe to put your gun. We'll be distributing those out. Also, the crimes that have been committed in Dolton, a lot of them cases, and I take my hats off to the detectives here, they have solved a lot of them cases. But that information will be given out, and the chief will address that with the family members of these victims. I just wanted to put that out there because these detectives work hard, these police work hard, the fire department work hard. Police department just don't get up in the morning and come to work just looking to arrest somebody. But I also will put it out there. If you're making or committing that crime, then they will arrest you. I commend them for the officers that we have that come out and ride, look for safety, and not to arrest. But if you cross that line and make that choice, I ask you to think 5 minutes before you commit that crime, not to. That's the end of my report.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Melly Fitness. Trustee Brown.
Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, the information for the fitness center has not been provided, so I do not have a report for this evening. I know that we are still in the negative amount, just don't have the dollar amount. That information was not forwarded. So hopefully next month I can have that information and then I'll be able to share with you. Thank you.
My God. So information still ain't getting forwarded to you, Tammy? It's crazy.
We have Public Works, Trustee Steve.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. The Public Works Department, I want to, make the public known about all the things that the board has passed, updated equipment. You know, in the village, you may not want to, you hope you never have to run into a police officer or firefighter, but you're going to run into a public works worker. So we've ordered a lot of things over there. So we ordered a new front loader, which was about $200,000. We ordered a new sewage truck, which was about $300,000. We did the pavement over there. We did the sewage over there. This is stuff that this board voted on to make things work. We got, at this time, we ordered 2 new snow trucks. One is in and one is on the way in. So that's the things that the Public Works Department is doing. I don't know, there's a lot of new hires over there. I don't really know everything that's over there. And I think in the midst of, I got to commend Stacy, and in the midst of the quote unquote tension between the board and the mayor, he'll call me, he'll tell me what's going on. I just need to know what's been purchased. That's from my responsibility. So he lets me know what's going on over there, how the men doing and stuff like that. So it seems like it's coming together over there as this budget plan plays out and we start seeing budget to actuals. You'll see actually what's been hired, how much has been spent, because we really don't know that I don't know that as of right now. But the stuff that we did order, we were very aggressive in this budget to order the new equipment to improve public works, and that stuff has been ordered and it's on the way. So this wintertime, we have 2 new plow trucks, and then 3 years ago, we ordered 2 new plow trucks. So that's 4 plow trucks that we've had in the last 3 years. So that's a good thing for the village of Dolton. That's the end of my report.
Right, next we have Fire, Trustee Bell.
Good evening, everyone. Currently, I know that we had 2 new firefighters that was took their oath last month, and then also the fire engine that's currently being worked on. I have no report for the month of April, but we will meet in the month of May. That's it. Thank you.
Next, we have you, Trustee Norwood.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to once again thank our fire and police department for making a guest appearance with me at the schools last month during Career Week. I appreciate it. We are having a youth committee meeting next month where I'll announce our 8-week youth empowerment program that we're having for the youth this summer. So I'll explain it in great detail next month. And that's the end of my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Right. Next, we have Finance, Trustee House.
No report this evening, Mayor.
All right. And for the record, everyone gave their report this evening. And I just want to say to the Board of Trustees, if you guys will have committee meetings, I think you guys will have information that's needed. I don't like when people get up here and say that something wasn't given to them when the village staff has been more than welcoming to any phone calls, pop-ups that any of you have done.
Damn, it was going so well. It was going so well, man. The only thing I had to say was, Tammy's like, she still didn't get the info. That was a womp womp. But Steve was like, we have our drama, but at least Stacy still reach out and we still able to work some stuff. And here she go. Shots at everybody on the panel now. God damn.
We always give the information that you guys request. As long as you don't interfere with the day-to-day operation, we have no issue with meeting with you or discussing anything as relates to village business. Next, we have department reports. Police, Chief Collins.
Thank you, Mayor. And good evening, residents.
trustees, department heads. I'm going to deliver the stats for the month of April. So during the month of April, the police department responded to 2,900 calls for service. During that, they've issued 127 traffic tickets, 236 parking violations, and made 25 criminal arrests. Also with that, we've had 6 aggravated batteries, 2 criminal sexual assaults, 0 murders, 7 robberies, 7 burglaries, 23 motor vehicle thefts, 21 standard run-of-the-mill thefts, and 2 arsons. During the motor vehicle thefts, most of those are due to people leaving the keys in the car, turning their back, running into a store with the cars running, doors unlocked. So I'm asking you to please be careful with that. There are people out there that are just looking for those targets of opportunity to take your vehicle. I also want to speak on what Trustee Holmes mentioned about carjackings. Last week we had 1 carjacking. The victims of the carjacking did not report it to this police department. However, they elected to find someone and to help find the vehicle, and they confronted the thieves over in Calumet City. A confrontation ensued, and the victims were hurt very seriously by getting run over by the car that they were looking for. One of them in very critical condition with life-threatening injuries. So the point of that, me saying that, is do not fight over property. If you find yourself in that situation, first of all, be very aware of your location and what's around you. Pay attention to everything you see. Pay attention to everyone around you. But if you find yourself in that position where you are being robbed at gunpoint or carjacked at gunpoint, do not fight the assailant. It is not worth your life. Call the police immediately with an accurate description of what has been taken, your license plate, the color of car, so that we can look for it. A lot of the newer model cars have a GPS on it or some kind of device or something on it that it can be tracked. We can always find that car later, but do not put yourself in harm's way due to that, please. I'd also like to report on, over the weekend, there was multiple shots fired in the area of 152nd and Meadow Lane. If you live over in that area, or if you heard the shots being fired over that area, I do want to report that sometimes you hear about the incidents, but you don't hear about what takes place afterwards. We did catch 2 of those shooters. They're in custody. One has been sent down to Cook County Jail to be processed on multiple felonies. So they have been caught.
Good job, Chief.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
Thank you. And as Trustee Holmes also reported, you hear about the incidents, but you don't know about what takes place afterwards. Detectives have solved multiple cases. They've made a lot of arrests and cleared these calls. That's the part you don't hear about. You always hear about the incident, but we don't know what takes place afterwards. Were they arrested? Did they go to court? Did they end up doing any kind of time? So those things do take place. We have a very, very active and very busy investigative unit, and those guys do a fabulous job. They don't get enough credit for the amount of work that they have to put into getting these cases solved. So I thank them publicly right now for that. One thing we're also doing is we're still actively recruiting. Commissioner Brown will be speaking on recruiting for new candidates, but I want to report that we are actively recruiting police officers who have experience that work somewhere else that may be looking to make a move, who are previously certified. We are also looking for candidates out of state. If you are certified out of state, you still can be considered and receive certification in the state of Illinois. So we encourage people to continue to apply for these positions. And I see one in a hand up in the audience there. Continue to apply for these positions, but we do not get enough Dolton residents to apply. So Dolton residents, please, if you're looking for a career in the police service or the fire service, please see us. And that concludes my report. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Fire Chief McCain.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Madam Clerk, trustees, department heads, and our residents of Dolton. I'm going to dovetail what Chief Collins said. On the village website, and as well as on the table up where Mr. Bradley sits, we have a fire and EMS camp that we're a part of at Prairie State College. And again, we want to make sure our residents have the opportunity to come to this camp that's going to allow you the opportunities to look at potential career in the fire service. And this will be on Saturday, June 18th. It'll be at the Country Club Hills Fire Station from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's for any individual 16 years or older. So this way you can network, you can meet with fire service professionals, have you get an opportunity to be a part of the fire academy and EMT school. Exactly what Chief Collins is talking about is exactly what we're trying to do with the police department and the fire department as well. So we want our Dolton residents to have the opportunity to take our tests, because Commissioner Brown and Commissioner Fleshman will speak on that, because our list is almost expired and we'll be having that real soon. So we're looking to have a test in the summertime. Hopefully have Dolton residents out there. So please attend. And again, it's on the website and it'll be at the waiting area desk right there. In addition to that, the statistics for the fire department, so far this calendar year, we've responded to 1,698 emergency incidents year to date, 604 of which are fire and motor vehicle accident responses, and 1,094 are emergency medical incidents. So again, we're pretty consistent with our normal call volume, about 15 emergency runs per day, very busy fire department. I'm working on the budget with Ms. Tangenique Miller. I have a rough draft that's completed, and we'll be working on that as we move forward. And lastly, as Trustee Belcher mentioned, the 2 new candidates, they're working out great. Mr. Kevin Savage, he's actually on duty today. He's going through his 3-month orientation. And Mr. Will Ruth, he's currently in the fire academy, and he's doing great there. He's having fun. So again, thank you, Mayor. And if there's any other questions, I will complete my report at this time.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have Public Works, Stacey Carrera.
Good evening, Mayor, Board of Trustees, and residents. Productivity report for April 2022. Public Works completed 6 water shutoff repairs, 11 emergency shutoffs, no water main breaks, 29 street light repairs made, 29 jobs to the fire department. 2 jobs to the fire department, 1 job to the housing department, 12 jobs to the police department, and 23 jobs to the Public Works department. Public Works has cut down 21 large trees Public Works has also patched 124 locations for potholes. Construction has continued throughout the month of April, repairing the sewer in the parking lot in the Public Works yard. If you need to recycle anything, please use the front gate. The bin is located outside of the front gate. It's no longer in the yard while repairs are being made. Spring announcements. Alley cleaning has begun. We will be cleaning debris block by block throughout the community for the next few weeks. Also, during the month of April, any missing, damaged, defaced street signs or stop signs have begun to be replaced or repaired. Last but not least, as a reminder, as of April 1st, Homewood Disposal started back picking up your brown bags. If you have any questions about the pickup, please contact Homewood at 708-798-1004. That's 708-98-1004. Please put your garbage out the night before your garbage day. And that concludes my report, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Next, we have water. Juanita.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening. Board and residents. First, I would like to thank the opportunity to direct up water. I continue with my day-to-day tasks. I realize residents of the water building. My department is open to discussion and with the concerns that the residents have. The building is excited about the future, and we're waiting for the installation of the new water heating system, which will eliminate the use of estimated billing. Mayor Henyard and the village of Dolton continue to work with CETA to help residents receive up to $1,500 on past due water bill. I encourage you to get our need of assistance to apply. Thank you once again for this opportunity to serve you. I do have some water department complaint forms. Anybody have complaints? I will serve you.
All right, is that in your report? Thank you. Next, we have housing. William.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Clerk. Can you hear me? Good evening, Mayor, Clerk, trustees, directors, and you, the residents. I'm here to give 2 reports tonight, Mayor. One for the building and permits. I'll give you a total, and then I'll go over just a few items listed in this report for the month of April. The revenue was generated of $243,316.59. There were 77 building permits that totaled $39,542. 29 electrical permits totaling $4,434. Homeowners permits, there were 27 that totaled $5,000. Plumbing, there was 21 permits that totaled $6,363.53. And business license, a total of 74 of $162,065. That concludes the report for the permits. And for housing, we generated a total of $21,344, consisted of 100 rental license fees of $20,100, 73 multifamily inspection fees that total $18,900, 62 as-is sale inspection fees of $26,300. That can't be right.
He said that can't be right.
Total, a grand total, an accurate total. And 42 escrow
bro.
checks deposited $34,500, and 30 housing tickets of $19,000, and 2 vacant property registrations of $21,344. Oh, I do have the total. It's highlighted at the bottom here. It's a total of $146,406 for the month of April. Thank you, and Mayor. That ends my report. Thank you.
It was one sheet of paper. You ain't even proofread it before you came. Boy, that man ain't even know what he was about to read. Did y'all see that? He read off of one piece of paper and he ain't even know what was on that shit. Like, it's almost like somebody handed it to him right before he was able to speak. Like right before he went up to speak, they was like, here, read this. Like, bro, you ain't know what was on the paper. You could have just at least took a look at it before you went and read it out loud.
All right, thank you. We have code enforcement. Is Brian here? All right. Thank you, Mario.
Good evening, Mayor. Clerk, I'm sorry,
Mario?
Board of Trustees and the residents of Dolton. This is your code enforcement report for the month of April 18th, 2022 until May 2nd, 2022. We have 1 grass and weed ticket. We have 42 debris accumulation, 25 vacant property / permits and licensing, 14 property maintenance and safety, 2 branch and bush accumulation, 37 warnings / rental or sale inspections. Other 2, total for 123 tickets for the month of May to April. This concludes my report. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. So that concludes all the department head reports. Next, we have corporate bills. Is there a motion to approve corporate bills?
Let's see. Hey, corporate bills always gets exciting. Ready, you know, Trustee House will be like, yeah, I approve some of the bills, but not all the bills. Everything except this one, that one, that one. Then they start arguing. Well, why you don't want to pay this one? We already. That's what I'm used to.
Mayor, if I can I read the corporate bills into record?
Sure.
Okay, we have 2 sets of corporate bills. One is the standard bills that are paid through checks as well as our payroll, and then the second is our AP checks, which are automatically deducted from our bank account. So for the standard bills, we have corporate register payments of $1,083,841.42, manual checks of $50,000, gross payroll for April 8th, $331,393.80, gross payroll for April 22nd, 2022, $357,245.86, Melanie Fitness Center register payments of $5,856.32,
Gross payroll for Melanie Fitness Center, 400 on April 8th, $428.05. Gross payroll April 22nd, $428.05. Checks printed after April 8th, 2022 warrant list, $625,425.93. Total corporate payments on this register, $2,454,619.43. I'm going to move to the accounts payable warrant list as well because I'll be motioning those collectively. For the AP warrant list, we have corporate payments of $202,970.01. Water fund payments, $305,076.14. Sewer fund payments, $695.13. Total payments on this register, $508,741.28. My motion on the bills, I want to make these separately. So for the payroll portion of the bills, I motion for payment of payroll for all employees that were on the payroll January 12th and before, January 12th, 2022 and before. Received the payroll list today at 4:00 p.m. So I was not able to go through that list to see any new additions or potential new additions, but there were none that were run by the board. So my motion on payroll is that any employee that was on payroll January 12th, 2022 and before be paid, all others be excluded. And then my motion on corporate on the remainder of the bills is that the remaining corporate bills is read into record, be paid with the exclusion of DLC Properties, which is on page 6 of the warrant list, $1,000 payment, EPG Chicago payment of $1,000 on page 7, Fink Safe and Lock Co., which is on page 7, $5,000. Page 12, Neighborhood Surveillance Systems, $12,129.36, and additionally excluding all manual checks. So my motion is to pay corporate bills with the exclusions noted.
All right. Now, hey, I hear him, but I already know she gonna be like, all right, let's see what she say.
Okay, it's been motion and second. Any discussion?
May I be recognized?
Yep, go ahead.
There was a couple of questions. We received this on Saturday. In reference to some things. No, it was like Friday. I want to be correct. In reference to some things that was on the warrant list, and Trustee House just pulled some of the items, but there were some questions about some refunds that were issued. We have 14812 Indiana, which was $1,000 refund was issued to EPG Chicago SSH LLC, but they turned over a $15,000 check to the Village of Dolton. So there was a question in reference to that because that same day, another $1,000 check was issued to the same property, which is a house at 14812 Indiana, and then the owner was David Cannon. So we pulled that because their email that went out stating that we have to copy the village administrator and set an appointment to speak to either housing or finance or whatever. And if we got it on Friday evening, and today was the only day that we can really speak to someone, we wouldn't have accurate documents of why they paid $15,000 and only got $1,000 back. And it's a home, and two different owners have been issued checks for this particular property.
Mercy. Where's these numbers coming from? What's up with this mayor? What's she talking about? Oh, look at her face.
Yeah.
Boy, she can't stand Belcher. Hey, mayor, what's she talking about?
Hey, Trustee.
My only concern with this warrant list is $625,000 in warrants and checks printed after the warrant list. That means after we got the warrant list, they issued $625,000 worth of checks. It's so money's been spent. So there's no checks and balances. We're getting warrant list late. We're getting all this stuff after the fact, and we have time to really look at it. So we have to set meetings with department heads. But like Trustee said, we got it Saturday, and then Monday you can't really set no department head meeting with anybody to ask these questions. So that's my concern, is suspending without no proper time given to the board to review to make these decisions. Is this last minute for us? So that's just my input on why we pull certain things.
I'm tired of hearing the same thing, man. Something got to stop. Something got to stop. I'm tired of hearing the same thing. Like, God damn. All right, well, now they're in front of the crowd. Now they actually in front of the people. They can't mute nobody. They can't disable the chat. None of that, right? So now the people gonna really be able to ask questions and really try to figure out what's going on, man.
All right. Anybody else?
Oh, yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead.
I guess I'm just wondering when we received the credit card bills. I know it's been like a month or two since we received the credit card bills. So since we're going over corporate bills, I was just wondering, do we have them, or will we receive them, and when we will receive them, if so?
All right. Anybody else?
Was that a question?
Yeah, it's a question.
No answer?
Yes, I'm gonna say my statement so we're not going back and forth. Everybody get out whatever they want to say, and then I will respond. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Everybody got anything out that they wanted to say? All right. As relates to anything that happens here at the Village of Dolton, when we send out the warrant list to the Board of Trustees, it is 24/7 that you work as an elected official. If you get it late on time, you still have time to reach out to myself. As I stated in several meetings, call my phone. I work 24/7.
Damn, so she gonna dismiss the part about them getting it late. Hey, it don't matter if you get it late. If you get it late on time, you could do that. Okay, all right.
My phone is never off. If a board member has a issue, a debate as relates to a warrant list up here, as relates to a Monday, you stated that Monday you don't have.
I mean, at this point, they always complain. Look at look at her eyes. At this point, if they always complaining about the same thing, why don't you make some steps to try to make sure that this stuff don't happen so that they don't even have to go through that? I mean, damn, when are you and your people gonna start doing something? At first, I wanted the trustees to do more, but now they done, man. Something has to be done on your part now, man. Damn.
Time to reach out and talk to a department head, you do. You can call Keith Freeman. He is always available. And matter of fact, in our email, we stated if anybody has questions over the weekend, we are all available to answer any questions that the board may have. What I don't like is we get at these board meetings and we grandstand on things that we could have got answers to before we got here, and then it looks like we're just debating and fighting amongst each other. So if everybody would, again, my cell number is 708-297-6859. You guys can reach out to me or reach out to Keith Freeman. I don't know your cell number by heart, but you can reach out to any of us and we will answer any questions that the board may have. Again, people do work here in the village of Dolton. I do not think it's fair that the board get together on a day like today and say that certain employees will not get paid because they felt that they didn't get something.
I know what she was gonna do.
How do I say it? You must pay the staff. I'll say that. You must pay the staff. They did the work. They did the time. You pay them for their time. They have nothing to do with anything that we do up here as board members. So I would like you guys to stop trying to hurt them because you don't want to pay them what they're due. So that's my statement for everything that everyone just stated up here. Please just reach out. That's all I've asked. So it's been motioning and seconding. You guys have retracted certain things from the warrant list, so we can call the roll. So
Oh, there's still discussion. I'm sure somebody else
one
might.
more. We can
Yes.
do one more. We can do one more. Then
One more. Wait, I'm sure other trustees have something to say. But
You just
wait,
made-
let me finish
hold
my
on,
point. Let me finish my statement.
Trustee, 1 second. Just made your statement for the record. That's why I waited to the end to make my statement so that we can move forward so it don't be a back and forth. Because at the end of the day, you made your statement.
Nah. She know what she's doing. Cause usually, all right. So some things need clarity. You know what I mean? Like some of the claims that they're making needs to be addressed, but she wants to make statements because she always do this. So at some point, this got to stop, right? So she wants to make statements and take jabs at them, and then sometimes she don't really address exactly what their point was, and then she'll move on. And they would like to get some clarity, and she does it in a way to say, well, I'm getting the final say, then we're moving on. You said what you had to say. And it's like, man, what? I thought there was a discussion. I thought it said something about discussion. Discussion is like a back and forth. You know what I mean? With a discussion. But she cuts that stuff out, man. And then she takes all those jabs when she makes her statement. So it's going to make somebody want to respond to something. And then she'll be like, no more responses. You said what you had to say. Boy, it's heating up. It's heating up.
Made your statement for the record. That's why I waited to the end to make my statement so that we can move forward so it don't be a back and forth. Because at the end of the day, you made your statement that you guys wanted to pay certain bills. It's on the record. So we're going to call the roll and move forward back and forth to do what?
I still have more input.
Okay, go ahead.
Discussion's not
Go
over.
ahead,
with.
make your input.
We passed an ordinance that all hiring fires have to run through the board. It's not being followed. I'm not Saturday. I should not get the bill Saturday. None of us should get the bill Saturday. Sunday, nothing. We just got the payroll reports.
Gotta agree with that. Wasn't they supposed to get it sooner than that? And her thing is, well, whether you got it late or not, you should just do this or do that. And it's like, come on, I should get it on time though. Do you agree? You know what I mean? Do you at least agree that I should get it on time? You feel me? Like, damn, just dismiss that shit.
Don't know what's being spent. It's not personal towards the employees. We're just trying to do our job to oversee the taxpayers' money, and it's spent now without checks and balances. I can call Keith Freeman on a Sunday when I could have had it Friday or Thursday, and I could reach out doing work hours. I'm not calling him on a Sunday about this when I could have got it Friday. So this whole thing about we're trying to hurt people, we pass ordinances and laws that this administration is not following. That's the only reason. All that hires after January, like Trustee House said, was
important. If that's happening, that has to be addressed. I mean, what can I say?
Not come across. Public Works, I don't know how many people over there right now. We don't even have payroll reports. They just sent us the payroll report yesterday. That's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We're not trying to hurt anybody. We're just trying to do our jobs and be responsible with the taxpayers' money. And when administration is reckless with the taxpayers' money, it's unacceptable. And we would just sit here and just vote for everything and look up and when it's budget time comes, we're broke or with stuff that's overspent. Guess who's going to get the blame for that? We will get the blame for that. So if we're not allowed to do it, then we got to make a stand somewhere. That's all I'm saying. It's not personal towards any employee. All I'm asking for is be transparent and give us the information that we need to make the proper decision. That's it.
All right. Anybody else?
If I could be recognized, Mayor.
All right. Go ahead.
I think my only statement is maybe similar to Trustee Steve. A lot of this could be alleviated if we have deadlines that are met. While I appreciate administrator or anybody that's willing to have a conversation on a Sunday, I think if we have a process and we follow a process, things can be done so that employees don't get burnt out and that the information and things can be followed. So,
Agree, man. I mean, damn, man. What if I don't want to work on Sunday when I'm not supposed to work? You feel me? What if I don't want to work on Sunday when I'm not supposed to work? Like, I'm not supposed to work on Sunday, so why should I? I mean, I like to not be able to do something that I have the choice not to do.
I'm receiving what you're stating, and my ask would be that the information follow the process that's been outlined, the information be delivered timely, and then everybody can work together on that. Thank you, Mayor.
Hey, I agree, man.
Okay. I'm going to say this, then we're going to take the vote. If you got the bills on Friday, you could have called myself or you could have called the village administrator, Keith Freeman. regardless of the date and time, just so public know. We always work, no matter what time of day it is.
She's saying it don't matter if it's on a Sunday. She's saying we working 24 hours a day, no off time. Okay? So no excuse. Yikes. Drill sergeant over here, boy.
My phone's on. Me and Keith talks 24/7 because we work nonstop.
She talked to somebody 24/7? For real? How do you manage that? When you're in the shower too? You talk to somebody 24/7. I think you're exaggerating, man.
So if the board has a question or issue, they can pick up the phone and call us and it will be resolved. When we get here, we do not have to put the residents through this because we would have resolved the issue. So I don't like the fact that people keep saying, oh, we didn't get it in a timely manner, we got it too late or whatever. You still have to make it do what it do. As it relates to you getting information to any of the trustees, all you guys have to do is do your job, which is have a committee meeting and talk about the things that go on here in the village. Yet you fight me tooth and nail on every single thing I do, but you're not doing your job, which is legislation. If you guys will legislate, have committee meetings, you have all the information that you're claiming you're missing today.
I hear them just explain that y'all supposed to be getting the information a little sooner, and if they could just, try to make it easy for everybody, you know what I mean, instead of making people job harder, that would be appreciated, and I can agree with that. I mean, what's so wrong with that?
Hey, what you're not, because everything's on Viewpoint. You can view any bills, anybody that gets paid, it's all on that app. If everybody would just go in there and read it, we even showed everybody how to use it. I even told you guys you need more help or need another tutorial, just let us know. We'll walk you through it. So that's why I'm at with it. If anybody need anything, please reach out 708-297-6859. Clerk Key, please call the roll.
Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed with the exceptions.
All right, thank you. Moving on. Old business. A, approval of ordinance number 22- for establishment of Block by Block program. So again, I am going to constantly put this on the agenda and to the board, make revisions to give the residents what they need. The residents are tired of the blighted vacant houses throughout our communities, and they're asking for us to do something about it. I tried to do this a year ago, matter of fact, 2 years ago when I was a trustee, and then when I became mayor, I tried to put this on the agenda several times to initiate Block by Block. So let me explain to the resident what Block by Block entails. It is a way that the village will put vacant houses on the tax roll by selling it to the resident for $5,000 or selling it to an investor for $1. So a lot of people ask me, well, Mayor, why would you give it to the resident for $5,000 and the investor for $1? So the reason why we're giving it to the resident for $5,000 is it is cosmetic. It is nothing but floor, paint, things of that nature. And it's a way for the village to make money off of the properties they are giving away to the residents. As it relates to dollar homes, it was for investors. Those houses need the most work, such as a roof and cave in, raccoons living in it, carpet's gone, furnace gone. So that's why I was structured in that manner. Now, when I ran for office, two of my trustees on this board, Trustee House and Trustee Belcher, both campaigned with me and the clerk and said that we will basically put the vacant properties on the tax rolls for the residents. And that program was Block by Block when we knocked on your doors. So I attempted several times to make this happen, and I'm trying to attempt to make it happen once again to show the residents that we need you guys to get the houses first. You are first, investors are second. I like to basically reinvest in community by allowing a parent the opportunity to buy a house for their loved one that live in the house with them and basically revitalize the community.
Now, this is 2022 and we're in 2025. I'm wondering, did they ever get this Block by Block thing ever off the ground? Did they ever? Because this is old stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff probably already got resolved. But I just want to know, did they ever get the Block by Block shit off the ground at some point?
On the block. I grew up with a block of family. And what I mean by family, my residents was our family. We was cousins. They was our aunties. Not literally, but they were. And when we got off the bus, the neighbors watched us. When we came home from school, when we need homework done, the neighbors watched us. That's the community I want to rebuild here in the village of Dolton. Don't get me wrong, everything not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the same. But those are the roots that I want to rebuild in the community. And I want to show my daughter the same things I saw. It was safe to walk to the parks. It was safe to leave your bikes outside. It wasn't going to be stolen. And that's what I want to rebuild by actually putting the vacant property back on the tax roll. It's been a year. Well, not yet. May 8th will be a year that I've been mayor. And I have been trying to initiate this program because right now nothing is being done or have been done for any other vacant properties in our community. And it's a shame because by now, at least 6 months into my term, we could at least I would say several properties back on the tax roll, whether that's industrial, business district, or a home for a family member. A lot of people do ask and inquire about it, and there's some people that are maintaining the houses that they live next door to. So why not offer that to them? Now, the last meeting, certain board members asked me for a to-do list of things that will be done in this ordinance. I spoke to them, and they all kind of know the to-do list, such as there will be a lottery so that people can fairly get a home in Dolton. But they're not giving me the opportunity to actually initiate the program because they're saying that I don't have enough teeth. So what I'm asking the board today is to approve block by block as it stands as a first step in the next step will be building the program to what they want it to look like. But right now, we have to start somewhere. I don't got the date by heart, but the board did approve the land bank, and they didn't have a piece of paper that they approved the land bank for. So why is it that when I place on the agenda block by block for approval, I cannot get an approval just to start the process? I would not or never waste taxpayer dollars by having the board to say no to me by creating a program that they do not want. So that's why I'm asking for the first initial state, board of trustees, and the second state will be the roots of the project. But I need to start somewhere because I don't want to waste money having this attorney to build out an ordinance that said it does X, Y, Z, and then you come back and you tell me, well, we don't want that, or change this, change that. I've even given the board of trustees the opportunity to put whatever they wanted in it, just so we can initiate it and start it here in the community. So again, board of trustees, I'm asking you guys to support me in this movement of block by block and getting the houses back on the tax roll. Any discussion?
Mayor, can I be recognized?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I'm grateful for the acknowledgement that the substance that was asked for is just putting teeth and putting it in writing. So I hear your statement, and I'll just say, for me, in order for me to change my vote, I will be asking for all of that information that was stated to be put in writing to alleviate the back and forth. I'm giving you this is an open book test. In order to get the vote to change from no to yes, please put it down in writing, and then we can work from there. Separate from that, the land bank has provided documentation to the board, and I'm more than happy to forward that information to you if you would like. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, and no, for the record, they did not at a board meeting. I even stated that we didn't have a piece of paper to even vote on. You guys just voted for the land bank with no documentation whatsoever. And then the land bank stated, and I quote, I have to pay my staff. They're not giving us a dime for any other properties that they will acquire. So you guys gave away free properties to the land bank just to put them back on the tax roll. And I was stating, why don't we just create a program? At least the village will make money of each parcel. So that's why I was with it. Anybody else have any other discussion?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kiana, you want to say something?
No, go ahead, Trustee Steve.
It's just hard to listen to something that's just not true. The land bank is tried and proven. That's something that's been out here for years. And Trustee Norwood, when you had your committee meeting, were you allowed to come inside to have a committee meeting?
No, they told me to.
I told me we had to have a Zoom call. So I'm having a public works meeting. I hope that I'm allowed in this village to have my committee meeting. If not, we got to do a Zoom call. But it's to say that we passed it with no paperwork. This is not true. Land bank is land bank was here before that you voted for. So it's the same company. It's the same organization. This is not true. It should be more than just a piece of paper. And we waste money on a lot of things in this village right now. We waste a lot of money on a lot. So we pay for grants that we might not get. We pay for a lot of stuff that we might not get. So put the money to attorney. You got attorneys. You got a lot of stuff going on right now that you can have somebody put this program together. In year 2, 5 years, all we still got is a piece of paper. That's not on us to do. It's on you to do. Just do it. And like Trustee House said, if you do it, then we have more to look at. We have more to look at. We don't have that. So to say that we give something away, that's just not true. If that's the case, when you voted for the land bank, when you first got elected, then you voted for something wrong. That's just not true. Land bank is tried and proven in a committee, an organization that's been proven in all these municipalities, in the multiple municipalities. So I just want to say that because it's hard to just listen to stuff that's just not true.
Okay.
Called
And
her
for
a
you,
liar.
Steve, everything you're saying is false. It's not true. It has no substance. As
She
relates-
called him back a liar. Oh, shit. Somebody got to be lying. Somebody got to be telling the truth.
To her not being able to get in the building, that's untrue. It is an email chain that says she can't have access. She contacts the right person. She gets in the building and do what she needs to do.
So technically, she didn't get in the building, but she could have gotten in the building, is what you're saying, right? Technically, she wasn't able to get in, but she could have if she had just contacted the right. Okay, I got you. She's slick.
As it relates to you with the land bank, I guess we got different mindsets up here, which we do. I am an entrepreneur by trade. Some people don't understand the word create jobs, create opportunities. I do. You want to go with something that's already there that don't give us anything back to our community. I have a problem with that. I would like to create opportunity for residents to buy the houses first, then the investors second. I do not want to give our land or properties away to someone who don't mean good for our community. So that is the reason why I keep on pushing. Let's create a program where the residents benefit first, not the land bank. The land bank, we don't make any money from any parcel, house, land that we give the land bank. That is my issue. Anybody have any other discussion?
May I be recognized?
Go ahead, Trustee Belcher.
I just want clarity that you stated we've given away some properties. Have it went across your board, your desk, because you would have to sign off on that. So have we given away some properties? Because you just stated we gave away properties, and at the committee meeting it was in reference and a consensus to utilize the land banks, but we haven't given away anything. Also,
it's like, did you say giveaway? Because I don't remember no giveaway.
you keep saying we knocked on doors. We did knock on doors. We knocked on doors. We did say the block by block. The basis of the block by block is a good program. Nobody has never discredited the program. The question was when we started looking at who's going to pay the legal fees, who's going to put insurance on this property, how long will they hold the deeds? It was a lot of questions that's not being answered. And you
Now, okay, hey, I'm interested to hear more because this is valid. These is valid concerns. Valid concerns. Valid.
You steady saying we need to do it. We need to do it. It's your program. So at the end of the day, if you're saying you want to create something, sit down and create it, and then let us evaluate it. But if
Damn, bars.
It's way more than this one sheet of paper that you keep giving us saying, I put it together. If y'all want to add something, I put it together, making it seem like that we're the ones that's doing something wrong. Nobody has never discredited the program. Yes, I knocked on the door and I said it is a wonderful program. We want to get properties back on there. But at the end of the day, the way you recklessly spending money, we have a lot of concerns about things that's being passed and things. And so everything that's coming across the board has to be scrutinized right now. Every time we go somewhere, you could be in the street. What's up with them dollar houses? What's up with them? It's like you didn't promise everybody their mama and their grandmama a house. And we ain't even got that many houses.
Thanks. That's a face of disgust. Yo, nah, but these are valid concerns though. And when you break it down like that, hey man, what's up? You ain't figure out the insurance and none of that stuff when you ain't get like where's your financial advisor and where's your business planner? Y'all ain't put it together for them to evaluate. I mean, come on. If they're the ones that got to look over it when you bring it to me, like yo, because if I'm the bank and you got to bring me a business plan and the business plan don't got no business plan on it, I'm be like, well, where's the stuff that goes in the business plan? I can't do nothing with this. Listen, go back and get a real business plan and come back, and we'll talk about you know what I mean? We'll talk about the loan. I mean, when you break it down like this, hey, listen, it's much more than I don't like how you talk to me. Okay, this is definitely much more than I don't like your attitude. This is much more than that. Everything she said, I have to acknowledge. Hey, I would definitely need to get that information if I was you, for sure, in order to do your job. Absolutely.
So I have a big concern when you keep saying what we're not doing. You put it together, but it's a lot of legal aspect and liability on the Village of Dolton to just sign off on something that has no validity to it.
Okay.
Damn,
so,
she is.
Trustee,
Look at her face. Yo, let's look at her face one more again.
And liability on the Village of Dolton to just sign off on something that has no validity to it.
She could, boy, hey, she upset. She upset. Now, a lot of times when I watch their back and forth, it's just like, I don't like how you talk to me and who you think you're talking to. But this is valid concerns. And she's being accused of not wanting to push forward with the very thing she supported in the beginning. And that looks bad, right? It's like, well, how you supported it and now you against it. What's that about? But when she explains herself and explains that, hey, it sounds good, but on paper it's not fulfilled yet because she hasn't got all the legal things together to make this dream she talking about a reality. So until she does that, it can't be a reality. That don't mean I'm against it. It means that she needs to do some more so we can get this thing done. That's what I'm understanding from what she's saying.
okay. So, Trustee, you ran on my team.
Mayor.
You ran on my coattail to get to where you are now.
Oh,
So now that you're here,
Wow,
you have a
shots fired. She said you ran on my coattail. Bro, who you talking to, bro? See, boy, man. You ran on my coattail. Ran on your coattail, bro. She vicious.
Okay, so Trustee, you ran on my team.
Mayor.
You ran on my coattail to get to where you are now.
Oh.
So now that you're here, you have a problem with the vision that you ran on and door knock. So when we door knock, we told everybody about the dollar house, the $5,000 house. So I'm so thankful, residents, that you guys are telling her that, hey, what about the dollar house? That means I did my job and knocked on every single door in Dalton. Period. So thank you.
Your coattail
So
not long
now,
enough.
Damn, you ain't even addressed what she was saying about the legal thing and to make sure that, because you're a businesswoman. What was she saying don't make sense about the business part? That don't make no sense. That sounded good what she just did. She just did some media training shit. Round of applause for that. That sounded good, but you just ignored everything she said about. Come on, as a businesswoman, you gotta understand what she's saying about the insurance and you know what I mean. Like, I mean, there's other stuff that's gonna go into these things to make it a reality.
now, hold on, Trustee. Now that we had an opportunity to bridge the gap, which is put the vacant house back on the tax roll when it has never, ever been done, why can't we do that? Why the excuse now amongst the trustee is, hey, Mayor, you created whatever I created, whatever I put up here for a vote, you guys shoot down.
That's not what she said. Damn, vicious, wicked. She didn't say just because you created, she's saying she was all for it. But you ain't put all the things together to make it a real business thing. Like, Why she? God damn. Yeah.
Single time. So I asked you guys at several meetings, hey, create it, make it however you want.
Hold
Whatever
on.
you guys want.
Wait. Oh, wow. I fully understand now what Belcher is saying, and because she's so wait. She got a vision, right? And she just got it basically the idea, and she's like, hey, I want to do this, and they're like, well, put all the stuff together professionally, package that shit like you're supposed to, and bring it for us to evaluate. And she like, well, whatever you want to put in it, just put in it. Nah, hold on. Hold on. Put it together properly. Let us evaluate it, and then we can see what can and cannot be done. But if you ain't got a real package, what we doing with it? If all the other stuff that's supposed to be in the package ain't in there, it's incomplete, and we can't move forward until the package is complete. No.
In that program, let's just do it. That's all I cared about.
Let's just do
Now you
it.
said put
Nah.
on me. Now I guarantee you in 2 weeks they're not going to vote for it, but I'm gonna spend the money because they just told me create the program. So I'm gonna call the attorney and I'm gonna create this program and I'm gonna give it everything that they're claiming is missing, and then I hope and pray this board actually votes for it. And
So now she's saying she's gonna give them everything they're claiming is missing, but that's what you need to address.
they not sending us off. That's why it's on the agenda today, to make it so that you guys understand where we are going with block by block. I'm just upset because it's been a year and ain't nothing happened with any other vacant properties in Dolton, and that's
Damn. Okay. She's not addressing the situation for real. She's not addressing exactly what Belcher is saying. Like she's addressing what she want. Cause I heard Belcher, bruh, and I was able to put it in my own words because I understand what she's saying. But you just
a shame, because guess what? You guys have committees. You guys took away, what was it, the committee ordinance, and you guys want to do it yourself, and you ain't had one housing meeting for a year. That's a shame. That's terrible, trustees, because your job is to basically go and fix ordinances, fix laws, fix things that's needed for our community, and you're not doing that. Once again, you guys are so I don't want to use that word. You guys are so crazy on attacking me that you're not doing your job, which is legislate and make ordinances and come up with different things and ways to improve our community. That's shameful. It really is. So now, Tino, can you play the video for me? So let's prove
Mayor,
to the
I had
people.
asked to speak.
Okay, one
please.
second. Let him play the video, then you can speak. Residents, if you look to the screen to my right, your left. So those are the dates that the trustees voted down block by block. July 19th, August 20, November 15th, April.
Yo, she got a.
So if you want, go pull any of those agendas and you will see exactly what has happened with block by block on my attempt to try to get it approved or get it amended throughout the board.
Bro, this is like a hit piece right here. Why are you doing that? According to what Belcher just said, what you doing is wrong. According to what Belcher just said, what you doing right now is fucked up. Excuse me, it's messed up. Because god damn, why you gotta make it seem like they just trying to deny the people from having it? She was so detailed in her concerns that I can't see how you just skipped over every last one of them. And misrepresent what she's saying by saying they just don't want to do it. That's not what she said.
This is the lady from the land bank that said she has to pay her staff.
Typically, what happens is that,
Tino,
like
you
I
have
said, we
value.
keep our lights on primarily through the sale of those properties. So we operate as a nonprofit organization. Nobody's getting rich
You
here.
go to this board meeting.
But
This
yeah,
is when the
when we
board of
sell
trustees
properties
voted
on the
on
market,
nothing. They didn't
those
have a piece
proceeds
of
then go
paper,
back
nothing.
into our
They voted for the land bank.
properties. Staff
Everybody.
help us do additional
I don't know what
community
you're
development projects.
Everybody voted for it.
Okay, so basically, we will give you our inventory in Dolton, in vacant houses.
While he's getting that together, we can finish
commercial,
the trustees.
and you will then turn around and sell it, but the proceeds will go to you. meaning
I
the village will
did
make some
ask
money from it.
for someone to come
That's
in
correct.
and
There's some
sit down with
properties.
us and put a program together. Again, the chain of command has to be followed.
Trustee
The
House.
first step is to speak to the village administrator, which as of today still has not taken place. So again, you just jump around and put something together. You gotta follow the chain of command. He's the first person that they have to speak to, and they haven't spoke to him yet. So again, I'm trying to put something together with all of us to come to the table, sit down and put a housing program together. But you gotta follow the chain of command, and he's the one that we need to speak to first. So I thought to bring something. I can't bring anything if he's not going to participate. So the guy is willing to work with us, but he has to speak to the administrator. And the administrator has not reached back out to this guy as of today. And we talked about this 2 weeks ago in a previous meeting. And this guy has been trying to reach out to him for months. So again, other things are there. Don't just have to be one program. It could be multiple programs. But again, if you want this to happen, everybody can participate. He's not allowing that to happen. We're going to allow a lot of things to happen.
Okay, so trustee, what you do is place blame a lot up here. You have to take responsibility for your action, which is you're a trustee, right? Everybody send in things to put it on the agenda. when it's time for you guys to put any nonsense such as Facebook on the agenda, why haven't you put your thing for the gentleman that wants to talk about whatever he wants to talk about on the agenda, and he could have did a presentation?
Mayor,
Huh?
again,
Hold on,
the
1
guy
minute,
has
trustee.
to talk to him first to get it
Trustee,
on the
1 second.
agenda.
All I'm saying is everybody doing all this talking, but the facts are the facts. You
Everybody doing all this talking.
guys submit everything else that you want on the agenda for people to present, things you want to vote on, but you're not putting the things you're saying and you place the blame on an individual. I will not allow you to place blame on my village administrator until you take responsibility for your action as trustee.
Mayor,
which
I
is-
have
hold on,
taken
hold on, trustee,
taken
point of order.
responsibility. As I
Trustee,
said before,
trustee, point of
Mayor,
order.
I'm not going
Trustee,
to allow you to sit up here and say
trustee,
that.
Well, let me finish
That I'm
my
not going to
statement.
do.
You can say your statement after I finish
But
my
that I'm
statement.
not going
That's
to
point
do.
of order.
Okay, you see, this is where it starts getting it's real unprofessional because, you know, even though it's her turn to speak, she being real disrespectful. You know what I mean? And for these women, because this is women, and I mean, shit, men as well. Like, nigga, for you to be sitting here lying on me or insulting me while I'm sitting right here and tell me I gotta listen to it, it's real hard. Real hard to keep a composure at that point, because it'd be like, man, F this job, F this position, F everything. I'm not taking this disrespect. I don't know who you think you're talking to. So, man, it's real hard to tolerate some stuff like that.
Not going to do it.
I'm saying you place blame, but don't take responsibility, trustee. You're not. You're out of order right now.
Mayor,
Trustee,
again, you know what?
trustee,
We're not
you
going
out
to
of
go with
order.
the back and forth
Trustee,
because every
you out
time
of
I
order,
say something,
trustee.
you got to come back and
Trustee,
say something back.
What I'm saying to you is you out of order right now. Thank you. So what I'm saying to everybody out here is that it's not good that the board of trustees place blame but don't take responsibility when they have the power. They have the things to do what they need to do. If you want a program, you could have put it together. You guys could have had a housing meeting because y'all are over committees, right? So what is stopping y'all from doing the things that you want to do? Nothing. But when you get up here, you place blame on the mayor and her administrator. No, we have nothing to do with that. When you can press go and say, hey guys, let's have a housing committee meeting and let's talk about the multiple programs that we want to initiate. But y'all have not done that for over a year. Over a year. So
Mayor,
stop.
may I speak?
Yes, you
Again,
may.
we have had a housing meeting. You didn't attend it. So we had a housing meeting and nobody else attended it, not your staff either. So we discussed those things. Again, you can't put anything on the agenda if he's not putting it on there.
He puts everything on
No,
the
he
agenda.
doesn't.
Yes,
No, he does not.
He
He
does.
didn't even show up for the meeting. We had a housing meeting. We talked about the land bank. We discussed the land bank. The land bank will not be taking all the properties. We choose the properties that we want the land bank to take. So again, let's get the facts straight before we put them out there.
Okay, so
If we don't have
are
the
we
facts
getting money
straight, then
from the
don't put them
land
out there.
Hey, listen. You said something didn't happen. She just said, nah, you wrong, Mayor. So why we gonna just skip past that? You made a claim like you knew and she just corrected you. The mayor was saying like she knew that. Like she knew what she was talking about. But Tammy just corrected you, Mayor. You going so okay. All right.
Are we getting money from the land bank? They paying for the properties that
We
giving?
will be getting money from the land bank. Attend the meeting, man.
So
you have that
did you
opportunity to
discuss
ask
that?
that.
Damn, so you don't even know. See, getting checked. She getting checked. Mayor getting checked. Why? She being real defensive.
Did you discuss that and say what
Mayor,
dollar amount we getting per house?
we talked to the land bank. We are setting up a meeting to see the amount that we're going to get. If we're not getting dollars, then we're not going with the land bank, Mayor. So that's what I'm saying. You mustn't hear me talk about it. I talked about it. If we're not getting any money, we would not go with the land bank, Mayor.
But you did. You guys voted for the land bank with
You just want to fight, Mayor. You just want to fight. Listen to Tammy, man.
no roots, no paperwork,
Mayor.
no nothing. See how you giving them the opportunity?
Again, let me just say this, Mayor.
You see how you giving them the
You
opportunity
did not
to
attend the housing committee meeting. You keep saying we didn't have
Let
one.
me let
We did have a housing committee meeting. You were not present, nor your administrator, nor none of your staff.
Mayor, like, why are you fighting that? You missed it. You ain't get the info. You wasn't there. It happened. You thought it didn't.
So again, you don't know what's going on if you don't attend.
Bars.
So I'm not placing the blame. I'm telling the truth. I'm stating the facts.
Shout out to the facts.
You finished?
No, I'm not done.
Okay, so
Go
with that
round
being
of
said, I need you to make sure that you include us in whatever the housing meeting that you're saying you had.
Oh, now listen to her. Well, the meeting that you said that they didn't have, that you tried to talk down to her about not having, you mean that meeting? That now you realize they did have. So now instead of you just acknowledge that you didn't attend the meeting, you're gonna chastise them some more.
Number one, because we didn't know anything about it. So if you guys are saying one thing up here that you didn't have access to the housing meeting, to have it here, now you're saying you did have the housing meeting. But what I'm stating is, trustee, if it's something that you want to do or something you want to place on the agenda, all you have to do is send it in like y'all send everything else in, and we place it on the agenda. So that is a lie when you say that we're not placing things on the agenda. All right, go ahead, trustee. No, go ahead. No, what?
Okay, thank you. So it was
Hold
just
on, Tino.
A couple things that I want to clear up. First, you stated that we weren't receiving anything. We're not receiving anything from the land bank. As Trustee Brown stated, we did have a housing committee meeting where we were really informative. I actually had residents call me about it afterwards, so they were actually tuned in.
Wow. Shutting the mayor. Mayor, you looking bad, bruh. You looking bad, bro. You was making all these claims like you knew, and they checking you.
And we are working out something so that we can be reimbursed. We will go over it with the public. We do get a chance to decide what homes we give to them, and they do have a system. That's what they specialize in. As you are aware, Mayor, we have had the land bank here once before. When we sold Taco Bell, we did receive compensation. So I think when you say that we're not receiving anything, that's absolutely incorrect. That's one. And then in regards to the program, all they're stating is it doesn't have enough information. So when you say approve it and I'll add to it later, that's the concern. It's already a lack of transparency on the board. So with the lack of transparency, we can't trust that the homes are going to be given away as you state in your program. And all we're saying is, hey, let's have something concrete so that we know exactly what we're doing, exactly who's receiving the homes, who's liable for the homes. It's easy to just say, okay, we're going to give away a house for $1. If anyone in the audience do want that, but as a realtor, we know that there's more to real estate than that. Who's reliable for the home? Who's receiving the liability? The village. So if something happens while we have these homes in our possession, we're liable. So now we're responsible for the houses. Those are potential lawsuits for the taxpayers to pay. So when we come up with these programs and we make decisions on behalf of the residents, we just have to keep those things in mind. It's not an attack, and we're not saying, hey, we don't want the program, but what we're saying is give us more information. As a realtor, it wouldn't make sense for me to approve something that I know don't make sense. I sell homes all the time. What type of lottery? How many people who will be eligible to enter the lottery? Who's
All those
overseeing the
questions
lottery?
need to, yeah, absolutely. All those questions got to be answered. I mean, yo, sound like somewhere along the line, Miss Brittany here learned how to do her job. Hey, remember in the beginning, she ain't know none of this stuff. In the beginning, she didn't know none of this. Yo, she been studying. Hey, she been doing her homework. I'm learning something from her right now.
The board of trustees ensure that the homes aren't just going anywhere. Because right now we can't even receive proper paperwork as we should. So it's a concern. And all we're saying is stop making everything as an attack, Mayor. We're a team. And as a team, we have to figure out things and ways to benefit the residents. At the current moment, the land bank is what we've just decided to go with because we can manage them. The neighboring villages use them. They don't have a problem. Calumet City use them. They don't have a problem. So that's all we're saying. Hey, but in the meantime, before we go and approve something that doesn't have enough information, because we are legally responsible. Once we vote on this program, anything that happens, the first thing they'll say is, okay, the trustees voted for it. So we should make sure that there's a concrete plan in place. That's just being responsible. That's in regards to that. And then in regards to everything else, when we do decide.
Damn, all that white stuff building up on the side of her mouth. Hey, your mouth getting dry from all that talk. Boy, that white stuff building up on the side of her mouth, starting to build up.
To do anything with the land bank, as we stated to the residents who called us after the housing meeting, we'll give them all the information. We'll be transparent. But with the land bank having the homes, we know the things we're able to manage them. And that's our biggest issue at the moment. We just want to make sure that everything is handled accordingly, that we're not taking on liability that we don't have to until we find a program that we can use interchangeably.
She wiped it. She wiped it like, Need some tissue, man. She wiped it.
That's it. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to need to get some tissue, man. Wipe your hands and all
what
that.
I just heard was that you guys voted for the land bank, which you did. I'm going to show y'all in a minute, without any roots, like y'all asking for me to do, any information. So y'all voted on a blanket agreement between you and them. I'm asking for something similar, but I have roots, which is, and I will read it for the record. I have a sheet of paper up here, and anybody can get this information for the Block by Block program for free houses, which is $1, and then $5,000 homes. Now, you guys voted for the lady after she said, and I quote, she is not giving us a dime. But see how y'all went? Y'all voted for it first, and y'all went back to the table and told her, hey, okay, we can work it out. Let's figure out if we're gonna get some money for it or not. But with the program, I'm saying for the residents, not a land bank, not an investor, for the residents, you guys won't even give me the opportunity to start the program like you gave the land bank. I have a problem with that. For the free houses, the dollar houses, which is for the investors, all you had to do is show proof of funds of $20K minimum. You must be a licensed and bonded contractor in the village of Dolton. This is one way we make our money. You must obtain a 90-day permit. You must have housing inspections, initial and final. You must do additional inspections, which is your final if you fail. Escrow is $1,000. It is a lottery for investors, so we pull a number. 75-25 split. 75% goes to the investor, 25 goes to the village. Of course, budget for the unseen. I'll give you an example. House I was going to buy, I hired a private inspector to come out, and I'm glad I did, and it helped me. I'm telling people that's actually trying to get in investments because the house was sinking, and that person went under the house and told me the joists and everything was rotten. Tiffany, don't buy that house. So I'm just giving you examples of ways of why I wrote this on here that you should hire a private investor and just not utilize the village inspector, because they can find things that we might not see, which is crawl spaces and check other things out. An investor must sell housing. That means that you cannot keep the property, you cannot rent it to Section 8. You must sell the property. This is how the village make their money. For the $5,000 houses, you must be a Dolton resident first. You must live in the house for 5 years. You must complete repairs within 90 days. You must pull a 90-day permit. You must do housing inspection, initial and final. Escrow is only $500 for homeowner. And of course, it is a lottery for the residents. Budget is unforeseen, and I always suggest hire a private inspector for that. Homeowner training to maintain the property, including annual inspection. So I have some kind of roots, as you can see, to initiate the first process of this what is it called? Ordinance. That's what I'm trying to do. So all I asked the board is give me the same shot you gave the land bank, which was nothing. We don't get any money from the land bank. All I wanted to do is start. So if anybody had any opinion as it relates to what needs to be on this, any trustee up here could have given it and we could have added on. Tino, play the video.
Ma'am, may I be recognized for that video come out?
Yeah, go ahead, trustee.
One, I do agree that the residents should have an opportunity to enhance quality of life and invest. Two, I remember this lady when she was in here, and I clearly asked her, was any funds or any money coming back to the village of Dolton? She clearly said no.
Thank you. Thank you, trustee. Go ahead, Tino.
You just said also that they went back and spoke to her and they worked something out. So yes, I do remember when they said that, but I also heard you said that after that they worked something out. I don't know, did I mishear or something? Like, why are you still going back to the shit that they spoke about before they spoke again and came up with a new agreement? Why are we going back to the old agreement like they ain't had a new agreement? I don't know. Trust nobody on this one. I don't trust none of them. They all full of shit. But if they right, they right. If they making a point, they making a point.
So we operate as a nonprofit organization. But yeah, when we sell properties on the open market, those proceeds then go back into our coffers and help pay staff and help us do additional community development projects.
Okay, so basically, we will give you our inventory income, and basically how we get the money, whatever you full country. And you would be able to turn around and sell it, but the proceeds go to you, and the village will get money from you.
That's correct. There's some property.
All right, thank you. So I rest my case. So if you guys go back and look at those board meetings, you just heard the individual stating that we won't get a dime of proceeds from the land bank. That's all I'm trying to make the residents see up here, what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. So is there approval for block by block? Can I have a motion to approve block by block?
I approve it.
It's been motion. Is there a second? Is there a second? Okay, so there you have it, residents. Once again, block by block has failed. Board of Trustees do not want to put the vacant properties back on the tax roll. Next on the agenda, we have follow-up status of Village of Dolton overdue for your item. That is in court right now, so we are moving on to new business. Next on the agenda is discussion and approval of patrol, CBA, and draft CBA. Attorney or Chief, did you want to, or you want me to give it to the time? Okay, Chief, okay. Yes. Chief Collins, you have the floor.
The patrol officer's contract had been expired for a very, very long time. We had finally reached an agreement. So the CBA is a collective bargaining agreement. It is a union, so they finally have a contract that we as a village and them as a union can agree on. And hopefully, because it is an amicable agreement, that it'll be passed tonight at this board meeting.
All right, is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
May I be recognized?
Yes, go ahead.
Just a couple of things. I'm grateful that you guys have finally got a contract that we can move forward. I would hope with the attorney's support that we get the command staff and other employees that need these outdated contracts done, because this will help us also with what we do with the budget. Because as you guys know, if we've been 2 or 3 years without a binding contract, that means that these people will need retro pay, which means large sums of money will be issued out that we need to make sure that we have the funds to cover. Also, I would like to know that if this is approved, what is the turnaround time for these staff to be issued their checks?
That's for the attorney?
That's for the attorney, for you, whoever can answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
We again, obviously, I'm not the finance director, trustee. I believe August is when the checks are going to come through, and I think that's the earliest possible time for them to come through. Is that correct? Okay.
Is there a reason why it's August? Is there a wait period or something? Why is it taking so long?
Yo, can we get an answer? Yo, god damn.
So we decided on August. That way, that'll give us an opportunity to finish all of the rest of collective bargaining at the same time. That also gives you guys an opportunity to review the budget. From
Okay.
what I've been told by the attorney as well as the mayor, usually we have start conversations about the budget in Dolton around now. And you guys usually pass it before the extension is finalized in July. So July 31st is the deadline. The retroactive pay for all of the collective bargaining that we've negotiated can be handed out in August, and that gives you guys an opportunity to put it in budget.
Okay, so my question is, and I'm glad you're right there. So you're saying August, and you said we determined that. Who determined that?
That is the best terms for the
Who determined it?
The attorneys.
Okay, so
the
my
attorneys,
question.
both attorneys had to agree on both sides. It's part of the collective bargaining.
Okay, my question in reference is that, and why I'm being so adamant about it is because they've been out of contract 2 years minimum, I know, but then I see on this warrant list, y'all approved something on the 19th and somebody got a check cut the same day. So if they're working and protecting us and I'm a citizen before I'm an elected official, they should be paid as expeditiously as possible, like everybody else is getting a check.
The attorneys on both sides agreed to August. That's
And Attorney
I'm not an
Baselli.
attorney.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Baselli, so is there a conversation that the board can have since we are the holders of the purse, because they shouldn't have to wait till August when other people are getting checks cut the same day?
I mean, that discussion would have to go on between both attorneys then, and that means the attorney negotiating for the police department as well. I do know I was not the attorney from our firm that negotiated that. It was one of my partners. Sorry about that. I want to hold off till that reverb is done. So that would have to be discussed between both parties, because that is a deal term, and obviously that would have to go back. So I know tonight, I think the reasoning stated was sound, that we're going to make the retro payments all at once. It does give the board, who does control the purse, as you said, the ability to review these matters, and we make essentially one lump sum reimbursement payment.
Okay, I just wanted for the record to make sure, because I want clarity on it, because if you're saying that all of these checks should be issued in August, then just for record keeping purposes, we'll look to expect millions of dollars in August be dispersed out.
And I'm sure that someone from finance will have a number for you in August about what the check amount will, or the checks amount will be.
But we should have it before August. If the budget is
How about on
due
or
before
before-
July
how about before
31st, we would need to know.
Of course, trustee.
Thank you.
All right. Any other discussion? All right, Clerk Key, call the roll.
Aye. Give me a second. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Home.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, thank you. Next is discussion and approval of proposed inducement resolution for 300 West City project. Attorney Baselli.
This is a procedural matter. As we all know, and we've talked about multiple times, in 2014, the settlement agreement was reached to allow this to move forward in a negotiated process as required by the settlement agreement, I believe in under Article 5. This is an inducement resolution. It binds the village to spend no money outside what's already been obligated in the settlement agreement unless we come to an understanding on a redevelopment agreement.
Is there a motion?
A motion.
Is there a second?
No.
Is there a second?
I got a question.
Let me hear the
You want
question.
a second, trustee?
No, I can wait for my question.
Okay. hold on.
No, she wants to have
I
a
was thinking
discussion.
I'll probably have a second if I can ask the question. Ask the question.
Yeah, you
Want
have
a
to go
second for
for
the
it.
discussion? So you want a second for the discussion?
No, that's fine.
I'll second the discussion.
All right, thank you.
Yo.
Any discussion?
Yeah, she was like, I ain't gonna second it. Shout out to House. House, all right. House know he could override. Yeah, let's do it.
My question, or what I would ask, is that the documentation that's being provided also be forwarded to our legislative council. At this time, or from the time that it was received on Friday, I know that doesn't matter in Dalton, but at this time, I would just ask that documentation be forwarded to our legislative council so we can have another set of legal review before moving forward.
That's fine.
Okay. Do anybody want to vote on this tonight? Everybody want to go to the attorney?
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on. And for the record, if you guys can forward him your packages when you guys get it, that way we can move forward with agendas and not prolong things here. That would have been great.
We can get it for Friday.
Gotta
Mayor,
take a
may I be
shot.
recognized?
Gotta
If
take a
you
shot.
got it Friday or whatever date, you guys could have
Gotta
forwarded
take
to
a shot.
your attorney. That way the attorneys are always prepared because they get paid to read things on days that y'all don't. And they would have got back with you guys and told you everything's fine.
Mayor, may I be recognized?
One second. Okay, go ahead, trustee.
Is there a reason why our attorney is not copied on them?
I have no idea about who gets what because I don't go up there and read everybody's name and who it went
Okay, so can we formally ask the village administrator to make sure that our attorney, Mike McGrath, is copied on everything that is sent out?
to. Yeah, I don't see any issue with that. But again, that's your attorney. You guys can actually forward him whatever you want him to review. That's not our, that's not our job.
you said it's proper protocol, so I'm asking the
No,
village
I
administrator.
said it's fine, which I am okay with it, but I'm stating to you that you guys can forward anything to the attorney that you like him to read, not me, not my job. So, okay, moving on. Next on the agenda is
Mayor, if I can, I want to make a motion that we table it so that we don't have an open motion. So my motion
you
is that
want
we
a
table.
motion table it to what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
Motion table for 2 weeks.
A motion table 2 weeks. Is there a second?
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion to table approved.
All right, thank you so much. Next on the agenda is mayor report.
Mayor, may I make a comment?
Yeah.
on the mayor's report? Okay, just the one thing I want to note, the agenda item that we mentioned was titled, was for litigation, is the Freedom of Information Act. A request, I think 2 weeks ago, we had a conversation about, at the time of 63 Freedom of Information requests that are overdue. I just wanted to get an update on whether or not any progress had been made on that. There is some pending litigation on there. However, however, I'm saying for anybody who has an open freedom of information, I hope they're not waiting until the lawsuit is adjudicated to start responding to it. So I would encourage residents, if you do have one, please come to the meeting and make your request. Thank you.
We was past that issue, but since you want a grandstand, you should have did the same thing for the police, the firemen.
Oh, she's taking shots after shot. Since she won a grandstand, yo, god damn, she not in a good mood today, y'all. All right, let's just say this, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffany did not wake up in a good mood. She having a bad day. This is crazy.
However, I'm saying for anybody who has an open freedom of information, I hope they're not waiting until the lawsuit is adjudicated to start responding to it. So I would encourage residents, if you do have one, please come to the meeting and make your request. Thank you.
We was past that issue, but since you want a grandstand, you should have did the same thing for the police, the firemen, and the public works people that you guys did not pay for because you were waiting on a lawsuit. You guys didn't feel that it was important to sit here and say, you know what, I agree that they get paid because they still have to service our people, our residents. So moving on, mayor's report. Police. So everyone knows that I'm a big advocate of police doing door knocking, coming to your homes, making sure you're safe. So lately we've been doing well-being checks, knocking on doors, asking people do they have any input as relates to what's going on in their neighborhood, on the blocks. That's been really good. So kudos to Chief Collins. And one thing you will see this summer is more police visibility. You will see police on bikes. Yes, they have bikes and ATVs throughout our community. Something else that Chief Collins has reinitiated along with Trustee Holmes, Project to Connect, where police is connecting with our residents. The next meeting is scheduled for May 26th at 6 p.m. The location, I guess once Chief let me know that, we will announce that on our website. He did announce that we are hiring. Again, I stress this over and over. We are hiring in the village of Dolton. Anybody that's already a police officer or anybody that's part-time, please apply because we are hiring new officers and we received the COPS grant for $1.1 million to hire 5 full-time officers, which covers 3 years of their salary and benefits. So again, guys, I know it's tough being a police officer now, but we are still looking for people that want to protect and serve. Improvements to the police department, as Trustee Holmes have stated, we just put up a new billboard, a new sign outside, and they have also paved the police parking lot and done improvements to the inside of the building. Public Works, we are currently putting up street signs to start our street sweeping cleaning for this spring. So you will see that out, but guys, don't be alarmed. If your car is in the way, we will move it, but the next time you will be ticketed. So I want you guys to understand what is going on. We're trying to get structure so you know that we are out here, and all we need you to do is move your vehicle to one side of the street so the sweeper cleaner can get down the street and clean the entire street instead of going in and out of cars and therefore leaving debris by sewer caps, and then we still get the complaint that comes into the village. Tree trimming is about to start or has started. If anyone needs their tree trimmed on the parkway, and anyone that don't know what the parkway is, it's the little patch of grass that's closest to the street. So if you need that trim, please reach out to Stacy so you can go on the list and you will get your tree trim. And you don't gotta wait 3 years. That's the beauty of Stacy. Stacy makes sure he's right on it. He comes out and takes care of the complaint. Right now, we are getting the lot paved in Public Works. So if you drive past the train tracks, you will see us actually doing that. Demos. We are working on a list of demos for throughout the village of Dolton. So if you do have a property that you live by, a property that's on your block, or you just passing through, please report that to the village of Dolton so we can add it to the demo list. Or you never know, it could be okay where it can be a shell and be gutted and be on the investor list with the Block by Block program. But please report it. Upcoming projects. We are receiving, we haven't gotten it yet, $1.5 million for flooding. I did meet with Dick Durgan out in Washington. It was really great. He did give us money for our infrastructure. I know a lot of people in our community have been complaining about flooding, and I want you guys to know that now we are about to do something about it, and we have resources coming in, and I will keep going to Springfield, Washington, and begging for dollars to come to our community, which I feel the floodgate has opened, and we are actually getting money. Next, we will be pushing out grants for flooded basements. So anybody that's in a flood zone or basement has been flooded or damaged, we will be doing that come early June. Is my prayer. Once the dollars come in, we don't have them yet, but once the dollars come in, we will start that project. And that's for anyone that's a homeowner. This is not for anyone that has an investment property. We will not be repairing or fixing any investment piece. That's exactly what it is, investment. So do not call me asking me to fix your investment property. This is for people that's a homeowner. You could be a senior, you could be a veteran, or just a regular homeowner. Because I know the first spell of grants we gave out, you guys was not included, such as just regular residents. It was strictly for seniors and for veterans, people that needed a roof or a window throughout our community. That is still going on. Right now, we are going and checking to make sure that your roof is in dire need of a tear out or a patch. And then we are also going to the business district, letting them know that they can get $5,000 from the village of Dolton through our grant program. Next, I want to show you guys our 2 development projects that we are working on. Tino, let me know you're ready. 300 West Sibley. So some that's on the agenda now, 300 West Sibley actually did sue the village of Dolton for their land over there with the Ojo River Center. And currently now they're trying to fix this area. And I suggested they're making it to a restaurant row. If you look at the screen to my right, you will see their plans to basically fix this area. And it will have all sit-down restaurants. Yes, sit-down restaurants. So we don't have to go to Homewood and Orland.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Trace Perspectives continuing her rabbitry. Lord of mercy. Second. Shit. All right. Yeah, my stream was my frame rate started to drop like a man. So I had to fix my stream. I think we should be good now.
You can go right in your own backyard and enjoy a good jazz or blues and actually eat dinner with your family. And that's what it looks like. And that's what he's trying to do. And those are just names they put on the building just to show the people what we're looking forward to. Yep, thank you. That's 300 West Sibley. Next project that I am trying to do now currently in Dolton is the Greenwood project. I'm calling it the Kid Zone. So the Kid Zone, I would like to put you ready? Yep. A skate park, a playground, a splash pad, a picnic area, and a food truck parking area with a pavilion. So everybody know where Greenwood is at, where Melly Fitness said. If you look along that stretch, it's been nothing but land for years. And as I stated in the previous board meetings, we used to go on those lots and literally look up at the fireworks on July 4th. It's been a decade since we had our fireworks. But this is what it would look like once we get it together. But this is the concept that I'm looking forward to bring into our community, something for our kids to play, something to be joint with the park. The park is literally right across the street from there, and it will stretch along Greenwood. And this is what it looks like. All right, next slide. At the end, that's the skate park. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the skate park there. And I know a lot of people don't understand this, but it's a lot of guys here that actually have skateboards throughout our community that just don't have anywhere to go, meaning in our community. They go outside the community to enjoy that. All right. Thank you, Tino. And then next, I just want to give a shout out to all our code enforcement. They are all now certified, so y'all give them a round of applause. Thanks, code enforcement. They completed their certificates, and everyone is up to date. So I appreciate it. Last but not least, I want to give my cell again, 708-297-6859. Again, 708-297-6859. And my email address is Henyard. That's THENYAR.
Gonna get a bunch of prank calls giving out your number.
at vodalton.org. If you got any complaints, issues, or things that maybe a department head has not done or completed for you, please reach out so I can get right on it and get on that department head if it's something that you need help with. Miss Linda, she is our reception that sits in the front. I want to mess it up. Is it granddaughter? Her daughter passed about a week or two ago. So I just wanted to put that out there to say, Miss Linda, you are in our prayers. We thank you for everything you've done in the Village of Dalton. She is a Dalton resident, and she really works really hard. Sweet, sweet, sweet lady. So Miss Linda, you are in our prayers. That is it as relates to mayor's report. Next, we have citizens address. If everyone will line up for citizens address, you have 3 minutes. Chief Collins, you have the mic, and you have the clock. And then just so everybody's aware, we're going to do a recess for 10 minutes before we go on to the next meeting, which is our budget hearing. So everyone can speak now, and then we have a budget hearing right after this. All right. Good evening. Tino, Mike.
Citizens address. Let's hear from the people. Let us hear from the people. It's always interesting to see what the people got to say because they're the ones actually witnessing it. So I had to really get an understanding to see if it's residents or if it's people from outside coming in. But I don't think it was as bad yet before all the outsiders started coming in like that at this point. But eventually it's going to get to that point.
Okay, thank you. So that I use my time wisely. Will any of these questions be answered or will they come later? And I ask
Hell
that for the
no.
benefit of the people who are on the Zoom. I
They don't answer nobody no more, man.
have a couple of questions. Will we get answers or can we? Okay. I heard Trustee Norwood ask, will the trustees get the credit card bills? And that was never answered. And for my education, I'd like to know, will those bills go forth to be approved?
Shout out to the residents. Now the residents got the same concerns now. Cause I got the concerns my damn self. And the way this is set up, nobody's gonna get no answer. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes,
You
God,
have
I'd like to know.
You have to just keep going. We don't answer right now. It's not Q&A.
That's my point. See, when you don't
answer.
answer, then the other people who can't be here, nobody knows. But that's fine.
It's
This
public
is
comment.
exactly what we were talking about when the other stuff was going on. So we're right back where we were. Why are citizens still being wanted to come into this building? I don't know what the issue is. And I'd like to know if there's an issue, or do you think there's a bomb in here? Do you think somebody got a gun? Maybe I won't come at all if I knew why I have to now be wanted. And I think I mentioned that at the last one, but evidently people don't have a problem with it, or it doesn't matter. We're still doing it. I don't remember your name, Ms. Darden. You are, congratulations. There are issues with the water bill, but my last water bill was wrong. It was doubled. And I have an outside reader, but it said right on my bill that if I had an estimate, it's because the new water meter were instituted. And all I've heard tonight is they're coming. So I'm trying to figure why these zero estimate bills all went out. 15101 Blackstone. I had a doubled bill.
Wow.
Somebody came out and read it. I wrote it down, everything. My bill was doubled. Said I used 38 gallons of water, which was not true. 38 units of water, whatever. It was wrong. So meters or no meters, I'll give it to you. Meters or no meters, that's still an issue. Now, block by block.
Wow. God damn. Hearing it from the residents, it'd be like, yo, Mayor, what's up, man?
Is it in committee? Okay, nobody can answer, so I don't know. But I thought when things were in committee, they weren't supposed to be discussed because they're in committee. And if I'm wrong, I'd like one of the trustees to correct me when you can. And I guess I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned that I heard you, Mayor, say that you're now going to provide what they need after 5 months of not providing it. I'm trying to figure out why we have to keep coming here or on the Zoom going through the same thing when it could have been provided in the beginning or at least by the second one. And then you say, what's that other thing? Land bank. You approve the land bank with nothing, but then you want them to approve you. So something is not right. Now, if I had $1 million, I wouldn't pay $1. Me, everybody else in here might want one. I wouldn't pay $1 for it.
And we've reached the 3-minute mark.
Okay, I wouldn't pay $1 because the taxes are too high. There's too much to go with it. And then you say the citizen.
Ma'am, we've reached the 3-minute
I
mark.
heard you. But if we can't get no answers, this is the same thing we went through
Ma'am, we've
before.
reached the 3-minute mark. You have
Okay.
other people behind you.
Okay. We stayed here till 10 o'clock. She gave me a minute. She gave me
No,
a
we're
minute.
not doing that. Next.
Oh, wow. Yo, the lady behind us said, you can have one of my minutes. They said, no, we ain't doing that. We not doing that, ma'am. No. Oh, man. Well, shout out to the residents. Listen, the residents is the ones that really matter because they the ones that put them in office. And if they ain't working for them, well, then what's the point?
Good evening, everyone. My question is for the attorney, and I hope I can get an answer.
Oh.
To my understanding, it was a committee meeting last week for the block by block, and that was in committee. So once it go to committee, my question for you, attorney, is how do it come out of committee if the committee members had it in committee, did not vote for it to come out of committee to be on the agenda for today?
That's a good question. Oh, you ain't going to get no answer, though.
Attorney, can somebody answer that question for me?
Nah, they
Even the
not.
trustees,
Yo,
attorney.
bro, they got. Listen, I thought it was to. I thought that it was basically to what she was explaining in the beginning was it was a bunch of confusion and stuff was not in order and it's a bunch of chaos, and to avoid all the chaos, she basically cut out the answers and just let people get their questions and they're gonna get addressed in a timely fashion. And then we learned that they're not getting addressed in a timely fashion. It's like, what's that? So here we are.
Can you answer that question? If they tabled it to committee, had the committee meeting, discussed it, did not take it out of committee, does it still remain in committee about the block by block until they take it out?
They're
of
not going to
committee
answer
and
you,
put it on the
lady.
agenda?
They're going to just stare at you in your face.
Typically, that's how it operates.
Okay,
Stays in
attorney,
committee,
we
and then
have
the committee
public
moves it on
comment.
once they've finalized
Attorney.
it or reached a consensus
Attorney.
of what they want.
Ooh, she trying to stop him from talking. Yo, this lady gangster. She spun the mic over to let the dude answer. Yo, answer. She like, you see Tiffany on, she ain't trying to have that. Yo, the lady's gangster. Yo, she.
Okay,
Stays in
attorney,
committee,
we
and then the
have
committee
public
moves it on
comment.
once they've finalized
Attorney.
it or reached a consensus
Attorney.
of what they want.
This is public comment.
Okay. I was just asking the attorney a question and he just answered it because I wanted to know why would you all even discuss it this evening if it was still in committee and you hadn't talked about taking it out and putting it on the agenda. That's all I was asking. So thank you for answering the question. The answer is no. They shouldn't have been able to discuss it this evening.
He ain't like that. Yo, well, listen, the people want answers, bro. And Tiffany, you don't want the people to get the answers for real. That's what it looking like, man. Because after all of the time that you said that they supposed to be getting their answers, and with the setup you had, people saying they ain't been getting their questions answered. So that system ain't working, and now they can't. Nah, bro. Yeah, well, they gonna want their questions answered, and they getting their answers.
It still should be in
That's
committee.
absolutely incorrect.
So,
Ma'am, that's
young
absolutely
lady,
incorrect.
can
Ma'am,
I
that's
ask you a
absolutely
question?
correct. You asked me
I'm
a
moving
question.
right along.
You asked me a
I asked
question,
this
so I'll answer the
gentleman here.
question.
You wouldn't
It was
answer.
never actually put in
Excuse me, sir.
It was never
Excuse
actually
me.
put in
Hold on, so somebody else want to talk now?
Excuse me, sir. Ask you a question. I'm moving right along. I asked this gentleman here. You wouldn't answer.
Yo, so now because the other dude answered, she now this other guy want to answer, the other lawyer want to answer, and nah, Tiffany said shut up. Well, you're not supposed to. Nah, Tiffany said, "Be quiet, bro. Why you talking?" Now he get to talk, but the other guy didn't get to talk. But he get to talk. Nah. Tiffany said, "Be quiet, bro. Shut your mic off."
Incorrect,
in
ma'am. That's
committee.
absolutely incorrect.
So,
ma'am, that's
young
absolutely
lady,
incorrect.
can
Ma'am,
I
that's
ask you a
absolutely
question?
correct. You asked me
I'm
a
moving
question.
right along.
You asked me a
I
question,
asked
so
this
I'll answer the
gentleman here.
question.
You wouldn't answer.
Nah, you can't
Excuse
answer
me,
it.
sir.
How you want to answer it now? You said, yo, it's crazy. All of a sudden, you get to answer it now.
It was never actually
Excuse
put
me,
in place.
excuse me, sir. I'm talking to this young lady right here in the water department because
Shout out to that lady, man. She shut him down. He tried to answer now. He stared her right in her face and refused to give her an answer. The other lawyer gave her an answer. Now he want to answer. Nah. Mute back up. Stay there and stare at me in my face and act like I ain't speaking to you. Continue to do that.
I moved on from that. I have, and he took up some of my time. I have my bill, that's an estimated bill, and I've been getting this forever.
Yo, this lady vicious. She said, yeah, and he took up some of my time too. Yeah, I'm gonna need some of that back. I'm gonna need some of reclaim my time, Maxine. Yeah, she reclaiming her time. She like, yeah, he took some of my time. I hope you got that on record. Woo-wee, don't play with these people.
And I have
Shout out to Dolton,
unit
man.
on the outside of my house where the meter reader can come and scan and read my meter. And how many times do I have to come up to the water department to present my bill to fight for a real actual reading? I should not
Wow, so they still having this issue after she said she got all this water thing and the water meters and all that for them. Oh man.
have to fill out a yellow card, do somebody else's job, taken away from their livelihood to come
Wow.
and turn in a reading when I have a meter outside of my house and you have access to get in my yard.
Wow. So the very thing that Tiffany was advocating for to put the meters outside so that they can't get it still ain't giving them correct. Come on, bro. They still not getting accurate stuff and they still gotta go to the nah, bro. So oh man. See, now you hearing from the people. Now we hearing from the people, y'all. Remember, the people ain't had a voice for the whole first year, basically. They ain't let nothing during COVID, during those Zoom meetings, the people ain't had no voice. So I ain't get this perspective right here. I got the perspective of a bunch of unprofessional lawmakers on a panel that making the whole black nation look bad. Right? And now I'm seeing, woo-wee, mayor. The mayor, hands ain't clean, man. I thought that she was a victim of the circumstance at first, first impressions. But as you sit down and you deep dive and you now we got to the point where the citizens have a voice. And now we hear what the people going through. Okay. Well, I'm listening.
Sure to you. Thank you.
Okay, for the record, before you begin, Sandra, this is public comment. So we do not answer any questions right now in the public. We will get back to anybody or you want to stay after the meeting to speak to any of the department heads, you can. So attorney, you was out of order for that. So please stay in line with the agenda, which is public comment. Thank you. And he's not the village attorney.
Trustees attorney. Hey, he's one of the attorneys. She got an attorney answer. The attorney should know, whichever one it is.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to try to make this very quick. I first want to say I'm happy that there weren't any restrictions on us being here tonight. I appreciate everybody being able to come and listen and contribute whatever comments they have. I just wanted to add one comment about the land bank. And I'm familiar with the land bank, and you can negotiate a profit share in your contract with them. So when it's said that you get no money, well, you don't get money if you don't negotiate it. But typically, people will negotiate profit share. So it's not.
God damn. So, yo, Tiffany, the people ain't stupid, bro. They starting to show. Listen, now that the people having a voice, you starting to see who you dealing with. Hey, Tiffany, the people saying, yo, they don't got a problem with the land bank thing because they understand that you got to negotiate the money. But that's what she explained. She said that they ain't getting no money, and then they went and had a negotiation, and now they gonna get some money. What's wrong with that?
That you won't get anything. And also, spending money to have an attorney draft this plan, you don't have to do that either. There is a nonprofit that I was trying to introduce that will do that for you at no cost. But we couldn't get in touch with the administrator. And that is for free. And you know I reached out to you. So did Mr. House. The only other thing I would be concerned about.
So she said Mr. House reached out too. So God damn. So damn, Jason. Listen, man, with them doing what they was doing on the Zoom meetings, made me side-eye them a lot, right? But now you get the more information of the goings in, they starting to be a little bit more detailed in what their grievances is. Because at first they was just making decisions. They didn't even want to discuss it. So you're not going to tell the people why you make the decision? No, I don't see no need to. Why we got and it would be like, what the hell is this? Oh, now that they're in front of the crowd, oh man, even Belcher, they detailed. They got specifics. Brittany got specifics. Brittany giving run. I said, oh, this ain't the same trustees from the Zoom meetings, bro. They done graduated. These ain't the same trustees from the Zoom meeting. I'm impressed. I'm like, God damn. They done, yeah. They got promoted.
With the block by block is that nowhere in the plan does it address the liabilities for the village, because you do have to consider the insurance, you have to consider the taxes, you have to consider a lot when you're holding those properties.
And that's what Belcher was saying. I mean, that's what, so the people in the audience understand?
So the land bank will hold them for you at no cost to you. Then you negotiate your profit share. And then I know I won't get an answer, but the funds that are being used for the flood repair, are those the ARPA funds? Just for the record, I want to know where those monies are coming from.
They ain't gonna get no answer.
And just one last thing and I'm gone. The warrant list, I do think that you do need time to review it. It's a lot of stuff on there. It's our money,
Absolutely.
taxpayers' money. And so the trustees should have opportunity to review it and go through it in detail.
In good time, in decent time, absolutely. I agree. Damn, they ain't gonna get none of their questions answered.
And short people, greetings in the name of the Father and Son. I'm definitely not gonna go.
You know she got an attitude. She said, "Greeting in the name of the Father and the Son." Yeah, she about to give you some scripture right now. Hold on.
My time, because we all got to try to just get a little better with that one.
Yo, she got
But
a
I quickly would
journal.
like to talk about.
Yo, she got a diary. You see how much stuff is written in there? It's a lot of words on those pages. She be writing. She be writing in there. She got a whole diary.
Yeah. We used to have a beautification program out here. I really would hope that you all keep your ear open about bringing that back, because once again, if you all are going to do things for the people, you know, it is a lot of homeowners out here. They take care of their property real well. They take care of their property well. I don't know if Ms. Downs going to kick me, but she can kick me after this, you know, because there is an elder in her community. And she gets out there and she cleans that trash up. You know why? Because she don't, when visitors come visit her, she don't want to see that. This Saturday, I'm doing my alley. And that's no smiting to the street sanitation, because the truth of the matter is everybody got to make a decision to find their best conscience when it comes to everything. That house dilapidating thing, y'all really got to move on it. These two videos, I had to ask the woman, please don't kick the boarded house thing down. And I stood there while she took her stuff back out of there. So y'all got to move a little fast on that. And whatever y'all problem is, I'm looking at every last one of you grown people out there. Y'all got to work that out, because it's.
Did they cut her mic off or something? Lady, we can't hear her no more. Cut her mic off. God damn. Nah, she gotta reclaim her time, bro. Nah, lady, you got to reclaim your time. Listen, they cut her mic off, bro. Nah, bro, what we doing? What we doing, bro? No, y'all can't cut the lady mic off like that. What we doing? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat, man. Damn.
I don't think y'all bad if I go paint, but the most y'all can do is paint the garbage can. Y'all already got stuff up on the bottom part, so it takes 30 cents to paint the top part, and there's one flower cut out there. I like to swing around right quick again.
Get her mic back, bro. Nah, we can't even hear her.
Y'all want to make them get them together and have them at the right there, because the thing about these ordinances, we can't even find. And if you're not following them for, quit doing these ordinances to either keep the people out or have things done y'all way. Because I went to the library, and it's time to see them there. We need to see the structure that you all want to keep putting out in the ordinances. And then I can go to the library and get them, and they should be found here right at the village hall. I'm not appreciative of that anymore. You all are elected officials, and I have to say this, because I'm tired of seeing it. Y'all weren't elected to keep figuring for once, when y'all know y'all got some decisions to make that the people should hear and or see. What a life for y'all. Because y'all will hold this time, the proper time, y'all found the proper time for unnecessary stuff. This is the proper time for the appropriate thing. Take some of the other people behind closed doors. We don't know what you think of figuring. You all are discouraging people. Whether you want to own that part. Good job. Not
And we've reached the 3-minute mark.
So I gotta say this board meeting a little better than the last one. I have a quick address on board of trustees and colleagues and
Up with the mic, bro.
I'm staying right by a hotspot, so we need a little bit more short force, because the local dealers in the neighborhood are not intimidated at all.
You want to give me a location after the meeting if you stick around?
They having a field day. So, Mayor, you're not being
He's snitching. Oh, he's snitching. He came to snitch on the dealers. Lord of mercy.
transparent with your trustees enough. The warrant list,
I agree. Yeah, he said he called her out. You're not being transparent with them trustees enough, man. And you know the crazy thing about it is she kept saying it, transparency early on. And that was my thing. I'm like, yo, she's saying it, bro. Why don't y'all be transparent? They were saying, oh, you're not being transparent. She said, you guys don't want to communicate. You guys need to call me. And I was saying, why don't y'all just call her, man? And now it after so many months of that, you start realizing, well, somebody got to either not be calling or somebody just ain't picking up the phone. And you starting to realize, like, yo, the trustees are now making the effort. If they wasn't before, they definitely are now, and they still ain't getting no results. Yeah. Now we got a problem. Tiffany, it's on you now.
Who wants to go over a warrant list on their leisure time?
Facts.
Point blank period. So
Facts.
Stop doing shots. Help your trustees. Help you.
Facts.
Brown, you on point. You know, like the person she said wants to meet with your administrator. I mean, you're the mayor of the city. You run the city, but it sounds like your administrator have more authority than you do. So, I mean, Norwood, you made a lot of key points.
He did.
You have no background on your block to block. That's what they keep saying. That's why
That's
they
what
haven't
they-
approved it. Come with more documents. You know,
That's
like I
it.
said, he wants to approve it. He's all for it. So you have nothing to show them people. So you need to do a little bit better. And the Steve, okay. The voids in between the houses, they need to be cleaned badly. Trees need to be cut down and everything else. And the streets littered with trash. The code enforcers, you just said they just recently got certified. Have them go out and find the business establishments that's in the neighborhood because they're not picking up any trash, nothing. It's blowing back in the residential blocks, and we left to clean it up. So literally, nothing's being done by you guys.
Wow.
Only thing y'all good at is bickering back and forth. Literally, that's it. I don't see nothing getting done. I'm done.
Shout out to you, man. Round of applause for him. Shout out to him, man.
I've been a resident of Dolton of over 7 years. Never have I came to a meeting. I didn't know that you all were having meetings. But what I want to address is, Mayor, I've been here a couple of times and filled out the forms to try and get in touch with you, to try and see you. You never responded. I'm the parent of Christopher Ward, amongst with 4 other people was robbed at Maxwell's. I filled out a complaint. My son was killed. You never reached out to me. I came in here hurting in pain over and over again. I never saw you. I saw the back of your head. They wouldn't even let me walk this far then. All I was able to do, the young lady that's out, I became to know her because she kept telling me, keep coming, keep coming. I done filled out papers that she's given me, complaints about the restaurant. The restaurant was still open a couple hours after they murdered and robbed my son and 4 other people there. You never reached out to me. Holmes, you talked to me at least 5 or 6 times. I sent you about 12 pictures of my son. You told me over and over again you was going to help take care of it. Send a picture, send a picture. My son was almost raised in this village. He was raised here. My son was taken from me here. I don't even want to live here no more. I live check to check. If I had the money to get out of here, she was talking about homes, $5,000 and $1. I wouldn't buy a house for 50 cents out here. When I get the money to leave, I'm going to leave from here. But I don't feel that justice has been done. Me and my daughter go to the police station over and over and over again. Detective Coleman, do you know what they tell me all the time? There's no statute of limitations to murder. They busy working, and you telling me about another case that you're working. Here it is. I found my son over there across the street. I called the police time and time again. They was trying to kill a police officer. I saved him. I live right across the street from Maxwell. I can't even go on my front door no more. I have to go.
I'm so shocked right now. Like, Holmes, really, bro? Holmes, I expected better of you. Holmes, really, bro? That's what you... Tiffany. This lady, this is what this lady got to say, bro. Man. Nah, man. And one of your staff members is telling her keep coming back. Maybe she gonna pay you some mind. Maybe she gonna notice you one of these days. Keep coming back. Nah, bro. Tiffany, you ain't responding to the residents and
On my back door. You never responded to me. I saw the back of your head, and y'all sitting up here arguing back and forth. Y'all got good jobs. Y'all arguing. Life is too short. My son was 24 years old. He has 2 kids. He went to get something to eat and got killed over there. And his camera's over there. Had it been somebody that got robbed at the ATM over there, they would have been over there taking care of their business. It's going on 7 months. I have nothing. They're not telling me anything. There's no statute of limitations to this, or we don't have anything new now. Nobody. I put my son on the pedestal. He's gone. You never reached out to me. That hurts me and it insults me. You, Holmes, you know what you went through. It insults me. Y'all just let them like, okay, the restaurant right back open. I wrote a complaint. I asked them, I said, I gave you my email, my phone number. I said, I feel like if the restaurant is still going to be open, why don't they have security up there at a decent time of the hour at night?
Have we reached the 3-minute mark?
Damn, bro.
And I just want to say for the record that I apologize if I didn't reach out to you.
Nah. That's her doing her media training. She just put you on so much blast, you had to say something. You should have kept, this is where she should have kept her thing about, yeah, we don't respond. Next question. Yeah, but look at you. She put you on black, boy. She just made the mayor look like shit, bro. And she want to give an apology. Apology now that you, what happened to all those reports? You don't read the reports? You don't check them? Nobody inform you about them? Like, why is there an apology? Why you ain't been reading your, oh man, okay. Well, listen, this is some good light that's being shined on the mayor that I wasn't seeing before. Lord of mercy.
I'm a mom too, so I can't.
You a mom too? You a mom too? So you ain't know her son died. You ain't know about none of the you ain't know? You only hearing about this now? She a mom too, y'all. She a mom too.
If you would, just stay after the meeting, I will talk with you.
Popeyes is also a serious problem in the village of Dolton. We had Angela Mays, she got killed in May of 2021, and behind that, it was Alexis Wilson killed over a food dispute. Popeyes should be up for being closed as well. We cannot keep having people die trying to get food. At a certain point, these places have to close for the safety of the community as a whole. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? Because we don't have enough police to, patrol the streets and definitely not guard the restaurant. But what I really want to talk about is this recall, right? It's a recall coming up. And the people have asked you, to do certain things, we were unhappy with the employment decision that you made with a certain individual. We weren't happy with Dorothy Brown. She's not, in the village anymore. You say you want to create jobs for the community and that you create things, but Keith Freeman has 2 jobs. He works here as administrator and he also works at Thornton. So why not give that job to somebody else? He's paid well enough here. And I have the water bill that you sent, and please don't ever send me a bill with no prior reading. It's always a prior reading to a bill.
Wow, they sending bills without prior reading? Who paying that?
And I also noticed that the estimated bills have went up 1 unit, but it's always been 10. But when Sonya London did it, it was a serious issue. And it's a serious issue with me now as well. So you can't just do things that you want to do when you sit in office, but these are the same things you complained about. This is what I'm not getting.
God damn. So the people that's been following this Dolton stuff, y'all done heard all this shit. That's why y'all don't like her. Listen. I couldn't go off information I ain't had. Man.
And then in a recall, yes, we can vote to recall the mayor, but you have no voice? And who will be the next person sitting there that the board decides? Have y'all told the people that part?
Oh, so they wasn't really, that's why they ain't really wasn't with that recalling the mayor stuff, because that don't benefit the people anyway. Okay.
So who would be appointed? You gonna bring Riley Rogers back? What's gonna be done? So pay attention. Don't listen to all this bickering, this political rivalry. Everybody, you got your people in here, The young man back there, he's been at the other event when they were protesting for Alexis Wilson. He wanted to know if I'm Karen Hicks. Why are you looking for Karen Hicks? You're looking to start Trump. So I totally agree that people should be wound down before they come up in here.
Wow. So people over here looking for people up in here? Village of Dolton. Shit sounding like motherfucking NWA out this motherfucker.
Because I've seen them perform before. And I was the young lady who stopped them men from beating you down when you got all up in their face before.
Yo, this is Dolton, bro.
I'm that woman who offered you a ride. But see, you looking for trouble again.
She offered him a ride to help him get away from a ass whooping. Damn.
So this political rivalry, and y'all pulling people into who can talk to who, what's right, when you can say something, and then it's a problem if you do. With other people out here in the community, it's not going to go with me. I say what I want, I do what I want. Period. It's called freedom of speech. You got the right to speak, you got the right to feel how you feel, and you have the right to say.
They on some mafia gang stuff over there. It sound crazy.
Plain and simple. Everybody.
And we reached the 3-minute mark.
Sure have. And some people get 3 minutes, and some people get 15 minutes, like Ms. Kim Austin did last week.
Ma'am, we've reached the 3-minute mark.
Yes, sir. Only because I'm true. Respect Chief Thomas. Am I going to stop right now?
Thank
Other
you,
than that, I'll go for mine, because I'm tired of it. Y'all do what y'all want to do with our money. The lawyers can't answer questions. You getting paid with our tax dollars.
Ma'am.
Not out her purse, not out the trustees.
Ma'am, we
out
passed the
our
3-minute
purses.
mark.
Y'all don't run this. Residents run this. It's power to the people,
Power
not
to the people.
politicians.
Hey,
Please.
power to the people, man. Oh, wait. Shut them down. Shut them down.
I wanted to at the last meeting, I
This guy.
misspoke. I stated something that was not the truth.
What's
And
that?
So I wanted to come back and apologize to Sister Louise Copeland.
Oh, yeah, she ain't like what you said, boy. She was ready to take his head off or whatever he said.
At that last meeting, I had stated that she said that she didn't like me.
That's a
And
fact.
not what
He
she
did
said.
say
I mean,
that.
It was a misunderstanding of words. But it could have been very easy for both of us, myself and Sister Copeland, to hold on to that little rift that we had and to come into this meeting and still be angry with each other and still be on opposite sides, if that's what you want to call it. But we both decided not to allow that to happen. We've had lunch since we had lunch. Brittany was at lunch. We all had lunch together. And so if nothing else, my goal, my prayer, my hope is that this shows us that, man, all we got to do is bring some resolve. When you're in leadership, you have to actually operate from a place of humility. You can't be prideful. You can't be concerned about, being the big person. Sometimes you have to be the smallest eye on the team in order to make everything go forward. And so again, Sister Copeland, I just want to publicly, since I publicly stated it. Oh, girl, I could have got that there. Yeah. All right now.
Oh, wow.
Since I publicly stated it to Sister.
Oh, that was the lady that that he said that to? Wow.
Against Sister Copeland, I do want to publicly say I apologize.
Good evening, Mayor.
Who's this guy?
Trustees, clerk, and
he said, "Good evening, Mayor, trustees, clerk." What just happened right here? What just happened? Hey, what's happening right here? He said, "Good evening." What the fuck is this? What the hell is this?
good evening, Mayor, trustees, clerk, and employees of the village. As an award-winning investigative reporter, I can keep it under 3 minutes, and I can do multiple bullet points. I'm Doyle, D-O-Y-L-E, Landry, L-A-N-D-R-Y.
They go up here audition. You're famous or something like this.
My first request is for the reporter or columnist representing the Dolton Southtown. Please get it correct. Meaning,
Yo, bro, what you doing? Where you going? Yo, he just walked off. He flamboyant as hell, ain't he? Hey, nigga walked off like. Yo, my man, yeah, he pissed. Whatever on his mind has been bothering him, okay?
reporter or columnist representing the Dolton Southtown. Please get it correct. Meaning, African-American female-owned newspaper taken over by a widower when her husband died in 1968, Dorothy LaVelle, because as a former intern and worker at the Daily Southtown when it was Lonely Only, and many other African-American journalists who have gone on to win national awards, sat at the Southtown because, again, I'm a reporter.
Sorry, this guy closes his eyes when he talk. I find that to be fucking hilarious. Like not blinking. I mean, like literally close his eyes and say like 3 or 4 words and then open back up his eyes. Like, bro, what you doing? Bro, what we doing?
Only, and many other African-American journalists who have gone on to win national awards, sat at the Southtown because, again, I'm a reporter, I'm a journalist, and I tell the truth. Just get it right with regard to Dolton and Calumet City, because it wasn't the same when there were white mayors handling both posts. Now, as a United States Marine Corps veteran, I see a therapist, but not for the reason that you think. May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and there are 3 dates.
My man said, my man said, I see a therapist, but not for the reason that you think. Oh, man. How you even know that I thought of a reason?
I see a therapist, but not for the reason that you think. May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and there are 3 dates in May that trigger me. May 10th, Annette's son. I am a 1988 graduate of Percy LaVon Julian High School, and I watched Annette's son, Blair, walk out the door. 15 minutes later, Annette's only son was killed on the 103rd Street bus. That's May 10th. The second May date that triggers me is the 19th. I sat with Chicago Police officer Thomas Eugene Wortham IV at the McDonald's at 79th and King Drive when it closed. I watched Tommy walk out the door, and 30 minutes later, he was killed in front of his parents. Finally, and the most hardest, is May 22nd for Mr. Jermaine Isaac Gibson Sr., who I first encountered as a young reporter in Iowa City, Iowa, because I'm a graduate of COE College in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. A 9-year-old named Jermaine said, "I'm going to be a bank president one day." And he was the teller who was killed at the bank on May 22nd, 2007. So for those of us who are on the ground, making sure that young men and women, regardless of race, want to be someone in this life, and they're no longer here because the violence in Chicago and the South suburbs has nothing to do with white people. The data says.
And we've reached the 3-minute mark, Mr. Landry.
I was about to say,
Just wondering what we got.
I was about to say, his 3 minutes supposed to be up by now.
Because at the end of the day, the truth be told, that every mother that has to bury her child deserves better. All the best.
Yeah, did y'all see that? All the best. He said, all the best.
The truth be told, that every mother that has to bury her child deserves better. All the best.
I'm sorry, I just found it funny.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Dolton residents.
Oh,
Mr.
this
Mayor,
guy. Oh, no. Oh, man. Not this guy. Why he be coming up, bro? He trying to get a job. This guy, he trying to get that position, bro. Look at his tie. Oh, man. Not this guy, man. What's his name again? This old gangster hustler pimp from back in the day, man.
Clerk, department heads. I just want to bring to you from the desk of the Fire Police Commission Board. I'm honored to be one of the board members on the Fire Police Commission Board.
He came up to brag and gloat. Oh, okay.
I'm honored to be one of the board members on the Fire Police Commission Board.
We know you honored, bro. You've been up here crying about getting that free, that no paying job, that non-paying job for the longest. Look, he got it now. Hey, I'm. That's the laugh of a crook, bro. This is the laugh of a crook you're hearing, man.
I'd just like to bring to you, ladies and gentlemen, a little spunk to what we're doing right here is any candidates that may now like to apply for the Dolton Police Department. Applications are available online at dolton.org, or you can pick up application at the Dolton Police Department at 14030 Park Avenue, Dolton, Illinois, 60419. All applicants, they must be turned in by May the 8th, Wednesday, by close of business. Would that be 5 o'clock?
18th.
18th?
18th.
Yeah, 18th. Would that be 5 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Okay. An application need to be turned in to the police department, not the village hall, to the police department. Complete. Let me give you that address again. If anyone's online or watching us on Zoom, turn your applications to the Dolton Police Department, 14030 Park Avenue. And I'm thankful that board Mayor, you expeditiously worked on putting this board together, because this is something we duly need. After hearing what's going on, hopefully we better get us some new officers in for this upcoming summer, because this upcoming summer is going to be a good hot summer. So appreciate that, Chief Collins, sharing that information, because we will be getting a list together to get us some new officers. So we'd like to keep getting lateral officers. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brianna Matthews. For the record, Chief Collins, if you can let me know when I have a minute left, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Last time I came up 2 weeks ago, and I really encouraged the board and administration to really research public opinion in an effective way. Just wanted to reiterate what I meant. Send an email out. I think the email with a Google form asking us questions about things that's on the agenda would be great. A phone call. I know a lot of you say that residents reach out to you, but it'd be great if you reach out to the residents, because I know some people who live in Dolton who do not participate in this board meetings or Zoom or anything like that. So if you reach out to them, that would be awesome. I took a 12-minute phone call just to discuss my opinion about water bottles. So if I can just spend 2 minutes talking about some of the things that's happening in Dolton, I greatly appreciate that. One of my favorite holidays is coming up, Juneteenth. I feel like it'd be a great opportunity to build community. And as we're building community, we can pass around a Google survey that has some important issues on it. I love the restaurant idea. We can talk about, hey, what restaurants do y'all want to see? What restaurants do you actually want to go to? I was talking to somebody and they told me that we wouldn't want Chipotle. And I was like, man, is that true? And I would love to like just really hear public opinion about some of the things that we want. So I just want to reiterate and clarify what I mean about research and public opinion. And if it's too much and if it's added, responsibility, I think it'd be great if we actually put together a committee or a department that's focused on research and public opinion. Because I truly believe that community should run politics, not politics running community. That's just my thoughts, and I just want to share that. Look at me, Chief Collins. I ain't even need to. Thank y'all.
All right. That concludes public comment. Next, can I have a motion to adjourn?
No, that's it. That's
Yeah.
all.
Can I be recognized?
Can we be recognized?
Okay, I'll wait till after the meeting.
Okay.
Wow.
Is there a second? There's been a motion and second. Please call the roll.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 8:41 p.m.
Okay, so residents, we have a budget hearing, and it's strictly a hearing right after this. If anybody want to stay, ask any questions, have any concern as relates to the budget, and then we have another budget meeting sometimes either next week or in 2 weeks. So we're gonna start this in 10 minutes. I'm gonna give the boys time to stretch, and then we'll come right back in 10 minutes.
It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse from here anyway. So it's heating up. Things getting spicy. See if they had we can wrap this one up. The next one they have is gonna be in June, a special board meeting. So stay tuned for that in my next live. That's what we gonna do. But as of right now, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. We about to get up out of here. Tiffany Henyard, the trustees. Man. Early on, I was rooting for Tiffany, man. She was saying that, she's the first black woman mayor. They fighting her. They just don't want to see a young girl, strive. And I said, man, go, girl. And I was like, well, why you doing this? And why are you doing that? And then it just started becoming clear to me now that they're having these open meetings that Tiffany, they might be right about some of the things. Maybe not all. But some of this stuff is starting to be revealing to me. I'm starting to see. Shout out to the chat. But until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get up out the house. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Thank you for rocking out. Be on the lookout for the next live. Wabbits, we out the house. Oh. I need an outro. All right. Thank you guys for coming out.